What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live play-by-play reaction of Chargers at Texans, wild card round of the playoffs. It is about that time. This is the first non-Chiefs game I think we have streamed all season. If not, maybe I did one of the first weekends. I can't really remember, but we are streaming a lot of playoff games, specifically AFC games. We're going to stream every single AFC playoff game this weekend. So we're going to go back-to-back today. We're going Chargers-Texans. Immediately following that is Steelers-Ravens on Amazon Prime. And me and a couple guests will be streaming that together, a couple mods of the channel. And then Sunday at noon, I'll be streaming live a play-by-play reaction of Broncos and Bills. And I don't know that I'm going to do any other NFC game right now. I'll probably do some divisional round stuff. We'll have to see based on the scheduling with the Chiefs and stuff like that. I'll definitely do the AFC and NFC championship and most likely the Super Bowl as well. Hopefully that's for the Chiefs getting that three-peat, but we'll be doing all that. And yeah, it's going to be a busy few weeks, but playoff football is here, and then it's the grind of the offseason, free agency, frenzy, draft, and all that fun stuff. So we've got to enjoy it while it's here. All 400 of you in chat, hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. Marcus, thanks so much for the gifted. Let me bring in Brand for a minute here. What's up, Brand?
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
What up, what up? He's running the scoreboard today, or right now. What are your thoughts on this game, man? I mean, the winner of this game most likely plays the Chiefs, unless something crazy happens with Ravens and Bills.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts?
I mean, this is going to be maybe one of the easier games of the week. Like, I don't expect this to be very close. The Texans have some wide receiver injuries, and that's going to make things difficult for them. The Chargers have a better defense, I feel like, and they should be able to hold on to this.
Yeah, so you've got Tank Dell out for the season, Stephon Diggs out for the season, CJ Stroud on top of that is one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the NFL. And yeah, they're going to be interesting to watch against the Chargers, like number one scoring defense in the NFL, and see how they go about that. Like, Joe Mixon has to get involved to me. Like, he has to get involved if they want any hope and prayer and a chance. I still think the Chargers win this one. I don't know that they win by multiple scores or anything, but I would be pretty surprised if the Chargers ended up losing. But this is obviously playoff football. Anything could happen. Crazier things have happened. So yeah, it'll be very intriguing to see. J.K. Dobbins is not 100%. He was limited all week this week with an ankle. So that's something to watch, at least for the Chargers and their offense. And then obviously Ladd McConkey, he's good to go and fine, but he'll be one to just watch out for in general to see how the Texans defense, who really has carried them a lot this year, to see how they respond. But you already know this team's going to run the freaking ball. And we'll see. I just think if you had to pick between Justin Herbert or CJ Stroud, and then between Harbaugh or the Texans coaching staff, like I'm just gonna default to Harbaugh. They kind of hit the end of the season like on a high note, and yeah, they're humming. So I do think the Chargers win this game. I do want to flip over to some of my underdog picks real quick before the game gets started. Shout out to Underdog, the season-long partner of the channel. If you guys want to get in on some fun, some pick'ems fun, any new customer, new sign-up who uses code HBTC gets up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick in the lobby. My picks that I have two sets of them. I have Dalton Schultz catching higher than 19.5 receiving yards. I got the higher on Nico Collins, 4.5 receptions. Joe Mixon, I have him leading the game in rushing yards. I did that because J.K. Dobbins, again, is not 100% with that ankle. He could very well take that crown, the rushing leader of this game, but I do have Mixon pulling that off. Quentin Johnston, he's hit or miss, but I like the higher on 29.5 receiving yards. Like, that seems pretty easy. Ladd McConkey, higher than 60, 59.5 receiving yards. Put 25 down on that to win up to 4x on the money. And then I have one more set of pick'ems that I did for this game. Kaimi Fairbairn, their kicker, higher than 5.5 kicking points for the Texans. Ladd McConkey, I did another receiving yard one. I'm feeling Ladd McConkey today, so I felt fine risking him on multiple pick'ems. Cameron Dicker, higher than 1.5 field goals made. I mean, he's done this in a bunch of different games. So I like that. And then Justin Herbert, higher than 195 yards. Got a little discount there from Underdog. Joe Mixon for this one, lower than 18.5 rushing attempts. I just feel like the Chargers defense, they're going to stifle them, and CJ Stroud and company is going to have to pass the ball. Plus, if they start playing from behind at all, the Chargers will grind out the drives, long drives on the ground on offense, and force the Texans to maybe feel like they have to push the ball down the field because they're not going to get a bunch of opportunities on offense if the Texans defense cannot obviously hold them down. The Chargers are just known for grinding down opposing defenses with the run game, and they'll just go down the field, dink and dunk, grind it down, a lot of time of possession, and they could very well win that battle. But those are my pick'ems that I have for this game. I have pick'ems going on for every playoff game that I made earlier today, but that's what it looks like at this point in time. The game is getting ready to kick off here in a bit. I would love to know your guys' thoughts in the chat. Who do you have winning this game today? Mike D said, I always want the worst teams to win. Yeah, so I think the Chargers are going to win, but ideally for the Chiefs, the situation would be better if the Texans won. I would much rather play the Texans than the Chargers personally.
100%.
A lot of people in chat are saying they think the Chargers are going to win.
If we have an upset in one of the other two games, this game doesn't matter to the Chiefs.
Yeah, for sure, because if the Broncos end up beating the Bills somehow, I don't think they do. They're going to Buffalo. Bo Nix versus Allen, I don't know about that. But if the Broncos can pull it off, there's a scenario that happens where you have a great Broncos defense. Can they shut down Josh Allen and company enough? Again, I don't think so. But if they win, if the Broncos win, no matter what, the Chiefs play the Broncos in the divisional because they are the 7th seed. If the Bills end up winning, then the Steelers, the 6th seed Steelers, upset the 3 seed Ravens somehow. That, I feel like that is more likely of an upset to happen than Broncos Bills. But that means the Chiefs could play the Steelers at Arrowhead. Brand, I think I would rather Bills win, Ravens win than the Chiefs play the Texans, because then the Bills and the Ravens would have to duke it out in the divisional, and the Chiefs only have to play one of those guys. They played them both last year. You beat the Dolphins, you went to Buffalo, you beat the Bills, you went to Baltimore, you beat the Ravens, and then you went to the Super Bowl and beat the 49ers again because Andy Reid owns Shanahan. But I would just rather not have to play both of them if we don't have to, personally.
Yeah, and that's just good football. Ravens and Bills on a Sunday or Saturday, that's a great game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm excited for all these games. It's playoff football. What was that? The national anthem they just sang, rather. I almost said the Pledge of Allegiance. They almost pledged to the flag before this game, but the game is about to start after this commercial break. So, but Brand, I'll be popping in and out of the main.
Okay.
Main and this one. Thanks for running it, brother.
Yep. Enjoy the game, everyone.
Marcus, thanks so much for the 5 gifted, man. Let's go. Appreciate the heck out of that. Ian said, thank you for the firefighters for fighting the fire in Cali. Yeah, I mean, there's some craziness going on there. The fires in the LA area. I haven't actually looked at an update today, meaning I don't know how contained they are, but it's not good. Thousands. Well, actually, Brand, you live in Cali. Do you have an update on the fires today? Like,
oh my God.
It was like hundreds of thousands evacuated, or at least over 100,000 evacuated. Is there more? Yeah. Is there any containment on these fires at all? Is it not good? The reason why I'm talking about this a little bit, one second. The reason why I'm talking about this is it's a big deal, but also because the Monday game, the Rams and Vikings game, it got moved from the Rams stadium to a neutral site in the Cardinals stadium because of these fires.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen an update on the numbers on how many homes and people have been, removed from their homes, but the fires have pretty much started to die down. The winds have quieted down. That was the big thing. We were having 70, 80 mile an hour winds for like 3 days straight, and that just was a disaster for everyone. But the winds have quieted down, so the fires are starting to get more under control. I went
You
to,
live in Cali. How
I
far are
do.
you from the fires?
There's a few out here. I'm 26 miles from the nearest one, but that's not the one everyone's really looking at. The Palisades, kind of Malibu area by the ocean, was the big one everyone's been looking at. That's a little further from me. But I drove kind of towards there last night to go bowling, and the sky was just covered in smoke, orange haze. It looks like an apocalypse.
And that was probably the biggest thing for why they moved it. Like, even if the stadium itself would be safe, probably the optics, but then air quality, regardless of it being
Yeah.
in a dome, like, air quality is not great. We're about to start this game, though. They're about to kick off. The Texans are going to be kicking off. The Chargers are going to get the ball to start the game, meaning the Texans are going to get the ball to start the third quarter, start the second half. I'm just pulling up a couple rosters here, and then I want to pull up Texans, Chargers, wild card box score. I like having the box score handy as well. All right, here we go. All right, the faithful kicker for the Texans, Fairbairn, is about to kick this bad boy off. Chargers, Texans, playoff football is about to begin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. There's a lot of red in the stadium. Yeah, I mean, Texans red, or maybe some of that's empty seats. I wouldn't think it would be a lot of empty seats. All right, the kickoff is up. Let's get it. Playoffs have returned officially. Ooh, Davis is going to take this ball out. Cuts left side, makes one man miss, and he gets only to the 26-yard line. I thought he was going to break one for a little bit longer, but he made it to the 26. So we've got Justin Herbert and company taking the field. Let's go. You got Gus Edwards. It's going to be one of the running backs in the rotation. J.K. Dobbins will be the other. DJ Chark, one of the wide receivers. You got Ladd McConkey, Darius Davis. See what ends up happening here. You've got Herbert in the pistol. Bunch of guys going in motion from the right to the left. They flip the sides of the play. Ladd McConkey in motion to the right. Herbert hands it off. And Dobbins is only going to get about 3 yards. Was tripped at about the line of scrimmage, but falls forward for a gain of 2. Dobbins season. What's up, random stuff? Hey, Cole, love your channel. Thanks so much. Glad you're here. I know this is not a Chiefs game, but we will stream a lot of the non-Chiefs playoff games that are AFC opponents because eventually the Chiefs are going to have to play somebody in the AFC. It's just boring, said Rugby, because the Chiefs are off. It's going to be a handoff. Again to Dobbins. He cuts, pushes forward, and he's down. First down. Needed 8, got 8. First down Chargers, back-to-back runs. Not surprised one bit about that. That was a nice cut as soon as he got the ball. Cut inside, avoided a tackle for loss, and then ended up pushing forward for 8. First and 10. So we got Justin Herbert at the 37 in the gun. He's either identifying pressure or changing the play. He's got 3 to his right. Play action, steps back, fires middle of the field, caught, nailed, gain of 8, maybe 9. Ladd McConkey, the number 1 wideout with that catch. He got lit up. Yo, James, thank you, man. Didn't know you were going to do a show today. What's up, dude? Yeah, I'm going to stream all the non-Chiefs games today. Non-Chiefs AFC games. I'll stream non-Chiefs games for the playoffs. I've been doing that every year for a few years now. This might be the 3rd season. 47-yard line. Herbert in the gun, steps back, fires, middle of the field, outside of the left hash, caught, gain of 7. That was going to be Will Dissly. That's Herbert's number 1 tight end target. I mean, it's basically Ladd McConkey, and then Dissly will eat in the middle of the field a little bit. Yeah, Chargers are driving nicely. I mean, you've They've been moving. 5 plays, 35 yards. So far, 2nd and 3, just across midfield. Herbert under center, sends one man in motion to the left. He's going to hand it off to Dobbins, who needed 3 and fought forward for 7-8 yards. First down again. Ramiro with the 5 in honor of playoff football. Happy playoff football day, everybody. Let's freaking go, Ramiro. Appreciate the 5 bomb. Playoffs are here. It's a chill one for the Kansas City Chiefs and Chiefs fans for sure. We can kind of just enjoy a week of playoffs. But yeah, I do kind of wish the Chiefs were playing, but the fact that they're not means I got the first round bye, so bittersweet. Chaos with the 5. Who do you want to win and who do you think is going to win? I talked about that at the beginning of the stream, but I'll touch on that again in a second here. Play action. Herbert is trying to set something up, doesn't like it, scrambles, throws anyway, caught over the outstretched arms of Fisk. El Shair injured on the play. We know that name, El Shair. He had the dirty hit on Trevor Lawrence and got suspended. He got his hand smashed underneath Fisk is what it looked like, but he's grabbing his lower leg. He's grabbing at his right leg. So they're looking at El Shair. Fisk is the first-year tight end out of Stanford, and he does not have a lot of action this year. He's got, on the regular season, 7 catches for 39 yards. He averages like 1 catch a week in the back half of the season. That was his, I think, 8th ever catch. 8th career catch? Well, it says first year, but not rookie. So I don't understand that at all. Nah, because he played in, okay. He played in 2023 with the Falcons. That makes much more sense. It should be his 2nd year. I don't like how that reads. Okay, Chaos with the 5 said, who do you want to win? Who do you think is going to win? I mean, I probably want the Texans to win. I think that's a better matchup for the Chiefs. I mean, the Chiefs obviously beat the Chargers twice this year. I just would rather not have to play the Chargers if possible, just out of these two teams. I'm not afraid of the Chargers. I think they're a good team, and the Chiefs should probably win that game in the divisional, but I would prefer the Texans. I think the Chargers are going to win. Like, if I had to put money down, I would go with the Chargers winning it. Yeah, Ozzy said we want the Texans to win, but Dude said Chiefs can beat them both. True. I like how the Chiefs match up against the Texans a little bit better. But again, I'm not necessarily afraid of the Chargers either. Is that the dirty Texan who hit Lawrence? It is. Yes. He had the dirty hit. Suspended for 3 games. We are on a commercial break right now because of an injury report. Or an injury timeout, rather. Not an injury report. Unfortunately, the Chargers will probably win. Yeah, I think they will, Chaos. Yeah, it's funny. We're watching 2 AFC West teams this weekend. That's rare. Not used to seeing AFC West teams other than the Chiefs in the playoffs. The Chargers made it. The Broncos have made it for the first time since Peyton Manning retired after the 2015 season. Good deal. I mean, Travis Kelce ain't afraid. He will play them in the Walmart parking lot. Yeah, exactly. We have the best division by far. I'd probably say second best, Mike, after the NFC North. Lions, Packers, Vikings. But I would put the AFC West as a close second. Oh, he got cup checked. Al Shair got hit right in the nuts. The broadcast won't tell you that, but I will. He walked off on his own power. Meanwhile, Herbert's taking a shot on play action, incomplete. Targeted Ladd McConkey near the 2-yard line, 2nd and 10. Morgan with the 2 said, I go to the game next weekend. Let's go, dude. That's fire. Yeah, he got kicked right in the sensitive area, and he walked off the field. 2nd and 10, 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. Texans driving. 8 plays, 59 yards so far on the opening drive of this game. Herbert under center, play action. He looked left, faked it, screen pass to the right, and it's going to go for about 9 yards. Popped just a yard shy of the first down, and that was a screen pass to Disley. It was actually interesting. Herbert was looking left deep down the field. I don't know if that's just a delayed screen, like if the screen was actually the first option, or if he was possibly looking at taking a shot downfield. Either way, 9-yard gain. 3rd and 1, going jumbo, extra lineman in, basically a goal line run formation, I formation. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Herbert hands it off, and J.K. Dobbins is bottled up for a loss of 2. He went nowhere. Fatu Kazi blew that play all the way up, and it is now 4th and maybe 3. They went heavy, and there was nowhere for Dobbins to go. He got bottled up and tried to put some effort forward to fight after, spinning, couldn't do it. 4th down, what a stop by the Houston Texans. Big play exactly, Mike. 4th and 3, that's going to set up a 35-yard field goal. Dicker, the kicker, sneaks it in the right side. I at first thought that might have been a miss once he kicked it initially, but the Chargers are going to go up 3. They're going to go up 3-0, and that's looking good for my pick'ems. Because I have Cameron Dicker. Kicking more than 2 field goals, so I like that a lot. Justin Herbert has 41 passing yards of the 195 needed on this set of pick'ems. And then Ladd has 10 of the 59.5 receiving yards needed on this other set. Looking good so far. Let's see what the Texans do and how they respond. It was a pretty big stop by the Texans defense because, man, the Texans were driving. Sorry, the Chargers were driving. Hi, Brand. I'm just randomly popping in. Yeah, the Chargers win 10 plays, 57 yards in 5.5 minutes, but great red zone stand. What are you sipping on, dude?
Coffee from a brand that is not a sponsor to the channel, so I won't name them.
As long as it's not Starbucks, it's fine, dude.
No comment.
I recognize the cup. I'm just trolling, dude. Dude, we got Starbucks for like we go look at Christmas lights every year, like as a family, like drive around and look at them. We go to like neighborhoods of houses that I could never afford and just go look at their Christmas lights. But we went to Starbucks and they got a hot chocolate, and I got like a chocolate lot. I don't know. A chocolate latte? Is that a thing? A chocolate espresso?
Guess. Yeah.
Dude, it was like hot chocolate with caffeine. It was actually kind of good. I normally drink black coffee. Right now I'm drinking, not sponsored, but Celsius energy drink.
I had one of those already this morning, so.
Dude, they're so good.
Yeah.
Love that you stream for these other games. Heck yeah, champion. I mean, for the playoffs, we're doing it. Morgan, thanks again for the 2. FLDB with the 27 months said, let's go. Playoff football, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Cole, chocolate has caffeine. Yeah, but like chocolate doesn't have that much caffeine. Like I was like seeing double after drinking it. I'm not seeing double after eating a chocolate bar. You know what I mean? Chocolate latte. Oh, a mocha. That's what it is. That's how you know all I drink is black coffee. So I was like, a chocolate latte? That doesn't sound right at all. It's a mocha. Thank you. That's what it is. All right, we back from commercial break, and we're about to get back into this game. Let's go. Is the handled shirt still on the store? It should be, Marcus. Yeah, it should be. What time is the Bengals game? Ooh, dang. Yeah, Michael, I'm going to do Ravens and Steelers too. Yep, we'll be streaming that during that game too. Basically back to back. I'm going to run upstairs, have some Factor, eat a Factor meal real quick, and then get back to it. Oh, darn, with the 25 months, a Donkey fan sent me F the Refs coffee for Christmas. That is wonderful. I like that. Shout out to Benchwarmer Brew. That's the F the Refs blend, Brandon Perna's coffee company. I got a blend on there, HBTC blend, but F the Refs is their number one seller for sure. All right, we back from commercial break. The kickoff from the Chargers is out the back of the end zone. Touchback, C.J. Stroud and company take the field. 30-yard line. Let's go. Do you believe that every time you drink an energy drink, you lose a week of your life? No. Who said that? You think the Chiefs are winning it all? I hope so. Hope so. All right, C.J. Stroud at the 30. In the gun, empty backfield. 3 to his left because one of them is Mixon that went out wide like a receiver. Quick pass, caught, popped out, recovered by the Chargers. They're going to rule that a fumble, but I do not know that he had... I think they're going to call this back. Derwin James jumped on the fumble. I need to see the replay because did he make a football move he caught? Well, I think that is a fumble. Wow. He catches it, turns, that's the football move, and that ball got ripped out perfectly by Gilman. Oh, well, was his knee down? Do it again. Oh, the ball's coming out, I think, before his knee touched. That is close. That is close. The 5-year vet, Alohi Gilman. I probably said his first name wrong, but he's a safety out of Notre Dame, and Derwin James came up with that football. That's massive for the Chargers. That's insane. That's the first play. That's the first offensive play for the Texans. Unreal. Wow. So I think that's going to stand, and the Chargers offense is on the field. That's insane, dude. That was a great strip sack. I can't lie. That's going to give the Chargers the ball at the Texans' 33-yard line. Herbert in the pistol. Gus Edwards directly behind him. He hands it off to Gus, penetrates the line outside of the right hash, and he's tackled after a gain of about 8 yards. In case you're wondering, shotgun, the running back is right next to the quarterback, either on the left or the right. Pistol has the quarterback back in like a shotgun formation, but the running back is directly behind the quarterback. That's the difference between gun and pistol. Don't ask me why. Shotgun, pistol, they love guns, man. In 2024, they're probably going to change the names. Now we've got a wishbone formation. Herbert had 3 people around him in a reverse triangle, and Gus Edwards, I believe, gets a carry. Again, spins, tackled a yard past the line to gain. So that's going to be a first down for the Chargers. Dicker was born to be a kicker? 1,000%. Yeah, man. Somebody said Texans can't catch a break. I mean, it's like a Trent McDuffie style forced fumble. Just perfect move by the DB. I don't even know what the receiver could have done. He had 2 hands on the ball. It was the Illuminati triangle. The Chargers are now at the 22. Herbert, play action, wants to throw and gets blown up for a loss of 10. Will Anderson with the sack. Oh my gosh. Another big stand by the Texans defense so far. It was first down. You had play action and Herbert just got leveled. Nowhere to go. So that makes it 2nd and 19. Good God Almighty. John said nobody taking guns. No, I just said they're probably going to change the terms. Herbert scrambles, steps up in the pocket, throws, dropped. Will Dissly had a first down. Will Dissly tried to turn upfield on the left side before he secured the catch. He was going to turn upfield for the first down inside the 10 or near the 10. Instead, it's an incomplete Herbert was facing pressure, had to step up into the pocket in a hurry and rifle one. And it's 3rd and 19 at the 31-yard line. Herbert in the gun, empty backfield, looks right, fires right. Quick throw, caught. But DJ Chark turns upfield, and he's going to be stopped well shy of the 4th down. And this pick'em is going to hit quickly here for Dicker the kicker, as long as he makes this. I had Cameron Dicker kicking more higher than a field goal and a half, and he's going to get it. In theory, it's 4th down, another chip shot, field goal. That's 2 good stops by the Texans defense, but man, if you're the Texans offense, you got to be a little deflated. First play of the drive, strip sack. 39-yard attempt at the right hash, right down the middle. Good. 6-0 Chargers up. I guess I'm the only one here pulling for the Chargers. I don't care who wins, Denny. I would probably rather the Chiefs play the Texans than the Chargers. Coach Prime to the Raiders? Maybe. I don't know his contract situation over there. But you never know. Wild start to this game. Yeah, very. I mean, whoever wins this game, most likely, barring an interesting upset in the Bills and Broncos game and the Ravens and Steelers game, whoever wins this game most likely plays the Kansas City Chiefs next week during the divisional round of the playoffs. What's up, Graham? I mean, you got to give it to the pass rush of the Texans. They've held strong. It could be 14-0. Instead, 6-0. Imagine having to play against Prime and Nagy. Prime and Nagy? Why are we saying that? Coach Prime won't coach in the NFL. Okay, fair enough. Texans D holding the line. Exactly. Is this game on any radio station in KB? What's up, great googly moogly? I have no idea, bro. Is this on any radio station in KC? Not sure. It's on TV, but I don't know about the radio. You could tune in here if you want. I'm calling the game. EB. Oh yeah, I'll stream both games today. Dan, brother cellar dweller. Why do you want us to play the Texans over the Chargers? No, I want to play the Texans over the Chargers. Couple reasons why. I just think that the Chiefs match up a little bit. They're just easier. They're an easier opponent. The Texans aren't good. They've struggled. They won their division, but that's why they're in the playoffs. Every other team in their division has a losing record. The Chiefs just beat the brakes off the Texans a couple weeks ago. And meanwhile, you've played the Chargers twice. You've beat the Chargers twice, but it's been a one-score game, both of those matchups. And then just the last game between the two, it was a game-winning field goal that the Chiefs made to win it. I still think the Chiefs will win either game, so I don't really care, to be honest with you. But I think the Texans would be my preference, personally. Yo, love your vids. Thank you, Dustin. Yeah, man, shout-outs to you, bro. All right, we back from commercial break. After the second field goal made by Dicker, the kicker, he kicks the ball off, and it bounces out of the back of the end zone. So C.J. Stroud and the offense are going to take the field for the second time. Last drive, first play. Throw, quick catch, stripped just out of the wide receiver's hand. So the Texans went one play, 7 yards. He connected with Gilman and got immediately strip sacked. I bet you $1,000 they run this run now. $1,000 on the line. CJ Stroud under center, hands it off to Joe Mixon, makes one man miss. Nice juke to the outside. Fights ahead for about 3 yards. Bills should win over the Broncos. Yeah, I think the Bills probably win. I think the Bills probably beat the Broncos. I think the Ravens should beat the Steelers as well. The Ravens don't have Zay Flowers, so it's going to be an interesting game. Jack with the 2. Jack from Independence here. Hope you had a good week. Thank you, Jack. You're not too far from me, man. Let's go. We got 1,500 people in chat. Good to see all ya. Hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. Some playoff football is here as CJ Stroud hands the ball off again. Mixon's only going to get 2 yards, maybe, on that one. 3rd and long, 3rd and mid, 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7. Okay, that's 3rd and long. You lost CBS through your cable company. What live streaming service do you have? Well, I'm using YouTube TV. I live local to KC, so normally I get all the Chiefs games no matter what. But yeah, for this one, I have CBS, and it's working just fine. All right, CJ Stroud in the gun at their own 34-yard line, facing 3rd and 7. They face the most 3rd and longs in the entire NFL, and CJ Stroud is getting flush from the pocket, rolling right, throwing, picked off. No, it was dropped. That should have been a pick. He was targeting John Mechie, but Henley, Dayon Henley, the linebacker, second-year backer out of Washington State, it hit him right in the number. Right here. No, I was thrown behind him. It was a good attempt for a linebacker. It was thrown behind him. Obviously, CJ Stroud was not targeting him, but that was not a great throw. And with that, the Texans are punting. 4 plays for the Texans offense so far in this game have gone for a total of 10 yards, and the first play of their last drive was a fumble. Darius Davis calls for a fair catch. He is hit on the punt. The ball bounces into the back of the end zone, and that is going to be a flag on the Texans special teams unit. Darius Davis clearly punt in the air, calls for a fair catch, and he got ran into. Chargers defense is legit? Yeah. He tried to dodge Darius Davis, but it did not work. And he got hit. Fair catch interference. Is that a 10 or 15-yard penalty? Let's see what it is. Scott with the 5. Imagine being Lamar Jackson and having 3 MVPs and 2 career playoff wins. They lose without Flowers. Ooh. You think they're going to lose to the Steelers without Flowers, huh? It's a 15-yard penalty, I guess, from the spot of the foul. So that's going to help the Chargers even more. I mean, you want to win a playoff game at home if you're the Texans. It's a team I didn't predict to beat the Chargers, but you can't fumble on offense on the first play of the game, and you can't have these stupid penalties. That gives the Chargers 15 more yards. And what? They're going to be at the 30, near the 30-yard line. Brand, you want to weigh in on some initial early game thoughts here?
Yeah, well, the Texans don't seem to be able to get anything going. They had the fumble, and that should have been a pick. That was just a bad throw in general.
Yeah, it was bad.
They're getting good pressure on the Texans right now.
Yeah, the Chargers have the opportunity to go up potentially 2 scores if they score a touchdown. I mean, 13 zip. So Scott said, imagine being Lamar Jackson and having 3 MVPs and 2 career playoff wins. He thinks they lose without Zay Flowers. I think they can beat the Steelers without Zay Flowers. Personally, the Steelers have lost 4 games straight. They're not looking good at all. Now, would I be surprised if the Steelers somehow managed to upset them? No, divisional games get weird. They've already played 2 times, split 1 apiece. But the Ravens just beat the brakes off the Steelers recently. Again, they have no Zay Flowers. So you are a bit stifled, but dude, feed Derrick Henry, let Lamar Jackson run around like a 12-year-old has his Madden controller, and they're probably going to be able to win that game. So I'm not tripping about that. I do think the Ravens win. However, I don't mind a Steelers upset because that means the Chiefs play the Steelers in the divisional round, most likely, because they are the 6th seed. I would like a Chiefs-Steelers game. I mean, the Chiefs are winning that. I'm sorry. The Chiefs are winning that. I would put down quite a bit of money on the Chiefs to win that game. Quite a bit of money. But Lamar Jackson, Scott, might get his third MVP this year. Some think because he got first team All-Pro votes that they're going to, some of the same voters, it's the same voters for MVP, they're going to flip it and vote Allen. But we'll see. I think Lamar could easily get it. Casey with the 2. Were the Chargers missing anyone last time against us? Yeah. Let me think about that. But yes, I don't think they had Ladd McConkey. And the Chiefs won by 1 point. I don't think they had Ladd McConkey, if my memory serves me right. Maybe Brand can research that. He's running the scoreboard, though. It'd have to be after a commercial break. But I think Ladd McConkey was dealing with an injury, and I don't know if J.K. Dobbins was back either. So the last time the Chiefs played the Chargers, won by 1 point or 2 points without J.K. Dobbins or Ladd McConkey. But this time, the Chiefs have some key pieces back as well. Yeah, I think you're right, Cole said Roomby. I think so. Yeah, the Chiefs had a couple players out. Yeah, I don't know if Hollywood was back yet for that game or not. Can't remember. You got Herbert in the gun at the 35. Man in motion to the left. It's Darius Davis. Quick pass to Davis. Gain of about 4. Shoved out of bounds. Left side. Flag on the play. Texans are pointing the opposite way. It might be a hold on the Chargers. Ooh, they might have an eligible man downfield? It was a RPO, I believe, and so you had linemen down the field. Yeah, an eligible player downfield, 5-yard penalty. I don't really know what you're supposed to do sometimes if you're an O lineman. They've been flagging the hell out of this call all year long. I mean, that pass was thrown quick. But the lineman, if it's an option, the lineman got a block. Yeah, he just pushed past the line of scrimmage too far. Flag on the play, 5-yard penalty. All right, 1 second left on the play clock. Got to get the ball out. Hands it off out of the gun and bottled up for maybe 1 yard. J.K. Dobbins went almost nowhere. 2nd and 14 at best. All calls anymore are subjective. Suggestive. That's hilarious. I said the wrong word. Yeah, I mean, he was downfield. An eligible man downfield is a lineman past the line of scrimmage like that, but I mean, they've been flagging that one. They normally don't call that one in prior years, but they've been flagging that one more than anything this year. 2nd and 14, Herbert in the gun, empty backfield, 3 options right side. The line holds. He wants to take a shot, but he was hit as he threw. Quentin Johnston tried to go up and get it, and it bounced out of his hands. That is going to be a up and down theme of the season for Quentin Johnston. Unreliable hands. But there's a hold flag on the play, holding on the defense. That's a hold on Danielle Hunter. 5-yard penalty, first down. It was going to be 3rd and 15. 3rd and 14. You had a running back try to shed Danielle Hunter after a quick block, and Danielle Hunter just grabbed his jersey and threw him down. Almost threw him to the ground. That's a flag. Can't do that. They were within 5 yards, but still, I don't know. Herbert in the gun is going to hand it off. Going to get a yard. Gus Edwards basically gets nowhere. The Texans defense is holding strong, but what I worry about right now at this point in time for the Texans defense is them getting wore out and tired, because ball control for the Chargers, 16 plays, 71 yards, 9 minutes and 45 seconds time of possession for this first quarter. Second and 9, Herbert in the pistol at the 37-yard line. 2 seconds on the play clock, gets it off with zeros. Play action, steps back to throw. He's got time, but he's going to check it down and misses his target. Rifled it to his running back, and it's 3rd and 9. Hassan Haskins was the intended target, the 3-year back out of Michigan. Third and 9, here we go. Definite passing situation. You know they're most likely not going to run. Wouldn't put it past Harbaugh to run on 3rd and 9 like a lunatic, but this means you can kind of load up, rush the passer. You got Herbert in the gun, 3 options, right side, steps way back, and the line gets there, hits him, and he's able to get rid of the ball. Ladd McConkey was the intended target, but it was broke up. Dude, Herbert had no time. I don't even know if Ladd was his target. He got hit as he threw. Herbert couldn't step into the throw. He got his arm hit. 4th down and 9. Punt coming. Another good stop by the Texans defense. I mean, they held him to 2 field goals so far, and that punt got blocked. It went basically nowhere, but still took a favorable Chargers hop all the way to the 30. 29. That's crazy. It got blocked. How far did the punt go? The punt still went 35 yards. It just got tipped. If he had 2 more inches of fingers on that ball, it goes nowhere. But it got tipped, and it took a favorable Chargers bounce for 35 yards. They got lucky, Brand. They got lucky on that one. Whoa, I'm short.
Yeah. That was almost 3 plays in a row, or maybe 3 of the 4 last plays that the Texans almost got the ball knocked away.
Dude, how do I... There we go. I'm like, how do I switch this? Okay. No, maybe I should do this one. Zoom in. There we go. I'm still trying to figure out my life. So that way I can look at you, I guess. Boom. Let's see who got the ball. The Texans got the ball. It was blocked, but it was downed by the Chargers. Chargers did get lucky. Very lucky. Jeremy Williams said, this is why I want KC to play the Chargers. Their O-line can't stop a Minihue, Karlaftis, and Chris Jones. I mean, to be fair, too, the Texans' D-line is great. They're a very good D-line. Will Hollywood Brown re-sign with the Chiefs this offseason? I would not be opposed.
I hope so.
Would you be opposed, Brand?
Not at all. I'd love to see him for a full season.
Yeah, I know we're talking Chiefs during the middle of this game, but there's a lot of Chiefs fans in chat, so it's fine. I mean, I don't know that his value... We'll see how the rest of these playoff games go, but I don't know if his value... I'm so used to looking at this camera, I think I'm looking off. I don't know if his value is going to go up. It's not really going to go down probably from the 1 year, $7 million contract or whatever they signed him to, but I don't know that it's really going to go up unless he just goes nuclear. The Chiefs win the Super Bowl and he has 100 yards in all 3 of these games. We'll see.
Yeah. We're back.
Yeah, we shall see. Chai T. Higgins, he's an option. He'll be one of the most highly sought after free agent wide receivers for sure. Has some trouble staying healthy. All right. CJ Stroud at the 28 in the gun. Quick pass caught, I think, by Dalton. Is that Dalton Schultz? Yep. For about 14 yards. Quick catch, lined up left side, I think, in the slot. Won his route. I mean, Stroud with I mean, that pass was perfect. That went for 13 yards. And the Texans offense for the first time this game showing a little bit of life here. I mean, it was one play, so let's not get too crazy here. But play action sets up another pass in the middle of the field, caught by Robert Woods for 12 yards. Back-to-back 12, 13-yard plays. One went for 14, one went for 13. So 27 yards here in 2 plays for the Texans. I need some Nico Collins action because I've got him on a couple of my pick'ems. Yeah, nice quick passes. Exactly, Skrilla. Higgins is going to be way too expensive for KC. I think you're right, John. That's why I like a Hollywood re-sign. Play action, roll out to the right, and CJ Stroud cannot connect with his intended target, John Mechie. 2nd and 10. You got Nico for 6.5 receptions. I got him for. I went a little bit lower than that just to be a bit safer. Obviously, it lowers the multiplier, but I have him catching higher than 4.5 receptions. But he currently has 0, so I would like a little bit more, please. Ooh, Nebula said, "Would you like to prioritize Hollywood or D-Hop?" Give me a second here. Alert says Stroud in the gun, empty. 3 to his right, 2 to his left, but the line is going to collapse, and he's going to get sacked for a loss of 5. Who else? Bosa with the sack. Joey Bosa was a big part of that one. I mean, CJ Stroud is top 3 most sacked quarterback in the NFL. It's just been a problem all year, and Stroud steps up in the pocket, trying to wait just for a second for a route to develop, and nothing. So that's going to be 3rd and 15 at the 50-yard line. You got Stroud in the gun, 1 second on the play clock. Quick pass again to Schultz, I believe, but he's only going to get 8-9 yards. I mean, you're looking at a 4th and 7, 4th and 6. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. And if you're the Texans, Brand, I think you have to go back to the quick passing game. The one play that CJ Stroud tried to not and let a route develop, he got sacked. But the quick passing game, 14 yards, 13 yards, 9 yards. They're lining up like they're going to run a play here. 2 seconds on the game clock. No, I think they were just trying to draw the Chargers off sides. End of first quarter.
Yeah, they had a little bit of rhythm there.
Yeah, I like the quick passing option there for the Texans, and they went away from it, got sacked after an incompletion to John Mechie on a rollout. I mean, the quick passing game is working. Do that. Stroud has trouble when blitzed. Yeah, for sure, Ken. Mandy Martin said, "I sent you my daughter's snowman she made on Instagram." All right. Let's look at this. Oh, nice. It's a Chiefs. Ooh. I like it. It's Andy Reid. I see the mustache. That is cute. Fire. I see the mustache. Oh, man. How are you guys feeling about this game so far? Honestly, the Texans should be happy how they're responding. Yeah. I said this earlier. I worry a little bit about the Texans defense getting worn down just because the Chargers are a team that will grind you down in the run game, especially later on. And the offense has struggled for the Texans to even stay on the field. Heavy Mental said, asking about receivers is really funny to me because I think we only need a good left tackle. Well, there's only 2 wide receivers under contract next year. Unless you want to count Sky Moore, then there's 3. Rashee Rice, and he's going to start the season suspended. Xavier Worthy, and Sky Moore. That's who's under contract for the Chiefs this next year. D-Hop, 1-year deal. Hollywood, 1-year deal. McCole Hardman, 1-year deal. Juju Smith-Schuster, 1-year deal. Justin Watson on the last year of his 2-year deal. So, yeah, I mean, you definitely have to worry about wide receiver a little bit. I mean, there's nobody under contract. And then Rice is going to start out suspended. So, also with the left tackle situation, like, I don't know what you do if you're the Kansas City Chiefs. You've drafted a guy in the 3rd round and the 2nd round trying to get an answer at tackle. You have Jawan Taylor on a $20 million a year deal right now. Joe Thuney's $16 million a year. Creed Humphrey's the highest paid center in the NFL at whatever that was, $17, $18 million a year. Trey Smith is set to be a free agent. Do you pay him? Do you let him walk? But yeah, left tackle is obviously an issue, but I don't really know what the Chiefs are going to do. It's hard to find, just without trading for him, a franchise left tackle or drafting him early in the 1st round, and the Chiefs always draft at the end of the year. This game is back, though. 4th and 6. The Texans are set to punt. Former Chief punter Tommy Townsend is directing traffic. I don't know what he's looking at. He's pointing at the ref, and they're running out of time. That's going to be a delay of game. There's a flag on the play, I think, for a delay of game. It probably was intentional. It was probably intentional to create a little bit extra room. We shall see. Simply Complex with the 20-month renewal. Hey, you're that guy Cole from Cole Breaks the Huddle. That's right, dude. That's crazy you recognize me from Cole Breaks the Huddle, man. That's my secret channel. Just kidding. That's my NFL wide channel covering NFL news. We got about 15,000 subs. We have 200. I don't even know how many we have on the Chiefs channel. 260. 4th and 11. Here we go. Townsend booms it. Trying to pin it deep inside the 20. Fair catch called for at the 7. So great punt there by Tommy Townsend. Definitely take D-Hop and Brown and run it back on these fools. It's going to be Chargers ball at inside the 10. 268,000 subs. That's crazy. We'll hit. We might hit 300 this year. I don't see why we wouldn't. We'll get close. The sub growth has slowed down a little bit, but it's because like how many Chiefs fans are out there? I mean, the Chiefs channel hit 1 million, so maybe we'll hit 300K by the end of the year. Spags requested an interview for the Jags head coaching job. No, they requested an interview to Spags. But Spags interviewed with 3 teams yesterday. The assistant GM, Mike Borgonzi, is interviewing with multiple teams for the GM spots. Lots going on with the Chiefs coaching staff. Matt Nagy interviewed with the Jets as well. Meanwhile, we back. Herbert at the 8-yard line under center. Play action. Fires middle of the field. Caught by Ladd McConkey, I believe, at the 20. It's going to be a 12-yard gain. First down for the Chargers. We really need to think about re-signings this offseason. Yeah, there's going to be a few high-profile guys. Nick Bolton and Trey Smith are the 2 biggest. You already locked up Creed Humphrey and Harrison Butker before the season ended, and then you could extend Trent McDuffie if you want. Anybody from the 2022 draft class, you can reach extensions with them. 1st and 10. I formation. Herbert, another play action. Looks downfield, fires wide open in the middle of the field is Ladd McConkey. He was covered by Casper the Friendly Ghost, is how wide open he was. Caught 15 yards. Back-to-back plays to McConkey in the middle of the field. 1 for 12, 1 for 15. Yeah, that was gorgeous protection indeed, Jeremy. He said that protection was gorgeous. Yes, sir. Well, we're out of energy drinks, so beer is next. You got Herbert and company at the 35 in the pistol. Dobbins is going to take the handoff, and he's got a little bit of room to run, pushes forward for about 7 yards before he gets lit up. Whew. He took a shot. That dude's helmet looks huge on his head. Are you talking about Ladd? Yeah, Ladd McConkey, he looks like every time I see his helmet, I don't know if it's the style of helmet he has or he just has a little head, but he looks like a teenager running around. He's a little bodied frame guy. An awesome wide receiver, though. A great get for the Chargers. You got Herbert in the gun. 3 options to the right. Play action, but pressure forces him to dump it at the feet of Ladd McConkey. Incomplete. 3rd and 4 after a J.K. Dobbins run went for 6. Incomplete pass to Ladd McConkey. Incomplete because of the pressure from Anderson Jr. Premier pass rusher for the Texans is going to set up a 3rd and 4 here. Corn dog motion. Yeah, they were trying to set up a quick pass right side. Didn't work. Herbert's in the gun. Motions J.K. Dobbins back. Next to him to his left. Trio to his right. Herbert looks right. Sidearm slings it. Caught by Quentin Johnston. No, he dropped it again. And he shook up on the play. Oh boy. Quentin Johnston is down on the field on one knee. He's shaking his head weirdly. Dude, Quentin Johnston can't catch the frickin' ball, dog. He bobbles it, drops it, and his face gets smashed into the ground. Beautiful throw by Herbert. Sidearm sling. Another drop, dude. Quentin Johnston. That's going to set up a punt. Fair catch called for at the 12. All right, so it's going to be Texans ball. And hopefully we can get a little bit of a game going here that maybe the Texans brand can drive the field. Maybe not.
Maybe one of these teams can drive the field. Texans have yet to get in field goal range. Chargers can't seem to get into the end zone with the defensive plays they've made as well, giving them the ball back.
Yeah, if we look at the box score, Justin Herbert 7 for 13, 78 yards, been sacked once. CJ Stroud is 4 for 6, 43 yards, sacked as well. Dalton Schultz is the Texans' leading receiver, 2 catches for 23 yards. Ladd McConkey leading the Chargers, 3 for 37. But one of the key things, you had John Mechie losing a fumble on the first play of the game. And then you've had the story of the game so far to me outside of that is the defense of the Texans. I mean, they've held the Chargers to 2 field goals. They've forced a couple punts now. And I mean, one of those field goals, the first one, they got all the way to the 14-yard line at one point. What about that second field goal on short field? Mm-hmm. They got that recovered fumble started at the 35. And no, am I looking at this right? They started at the 33 and didn't even get into the red zone. So that's the story of the game for me right now. It's going to be the Texans defense really holding up. Can they continue, though? All 4 quarters like this? I think the Texans need a drive right now on offense if to give your defense a rest if they want to stay competitive all 4 quarters here.
At some point, one of these teams is going to let some big plays happen down the stretch.
Ooh, give me some Nico. I need some Nico yards, man. And I hope Quentin Johnston isn't hurt for the rest of the game because I have a pick'em on him. Obviously, life is more than about pick'ems, but I need this guy to catch some freaking passes, dude. Come on, man. The Thunder with the dollar bill. Appreciate you. Nefarious with the 2. Puntapalooza. Yeah, we've had 4 straight punts. 3 plays, 3 yards punt for the Texans. 4 plays, 2 yards punt for the Chargers. 5 plays, 26 yards punt for the Texans. And most recently, 5 plays, 33 yards punt for the Chargers. And the Texans are backed up to their own 12 right now as we get back to this game. You've got Stroud under center, They're going to hand it off to Mixon, I believe, is the back, and he's going to get 2 yards maybe. Boring game, said Schaefer. Yeah, so far, this is one of those games where it's like going to be a defensive battle. Both of these defenses are really good. Nefarious with a 5 gifted. Shoot, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right, 2nd and 8. CJ Stroud is in the gun, one man in motion to the left. He's got 1 second on the play clock. Play action pass. He's got time, and he's going to fire a missile down the field way over the head of Nico Collins. It was closer. It was closer to the DB in coverage, Christian Fulton. Yeah, Fulton had excellent coverage. He never got fooled. Played for the deep ball the entire time. That was cool, said Marcy. Wait, what was that? What was cool? What'd I miss? Or am I about to see what was cool? Right now at the 14-yard line, CJ Stroud in the gun on 3rd and 8. The pocket holds. He lofts one to the Chargers secondary. That's going to be picked off. Who are you throwing to, brother? Who are you throwing to? Another turnover by the Texans. That was a great, really a great high-pointed catch there by Leonard. Jumps up, 1 foot down, 2 feet down, maintains possession right at the sideline. He tapped. Tap. That's a great catch. That's a wide receiver style catch by Leonard. I don't know who CJ Stroud was throwing the ball to. I mean, it said that it was intended for John Mechie. I didn't see John Mechie. Trajectory of a punt? Yeah, but it wasn't even close to a punt distance. Blind with the 2 said this game is very encouraging for our divisional. Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs are most likely playing one of these 2 teams. Who is Stroud throwing to? I don't know. I need a replay. Somebody on Twitter said, overreaction. CJ Stroud is the worst QB in the NFL. Yeah, it's definitely an overreaction. But I don't know who he was throwing the damn ball to. Nefarious with the 10. Ooh, Brandon, I got you if Chiefs successfully three-peat. Can you believe one of the brackets submitted in the playoff pool has Texans versus Commanders for Super Bowl? I told the guy, thanks for your donation, you loon. You loon. You in loon. Dude, I'm going to start using that. You loon. That's hilarious. Yeah, thank you for the 10 and the 5 gifted. Yeah, Commanders and Texans. I mean, here's the thing. I don't know when these brackets were placed, but like, I don't know how many people predicted the Texans to look like this year. I thought they would be better. They loaded all the way up in the offseason. You had Nico. You got Diggs, traded for him. You had Mixon. I think you had did you trade for Mixon and then you extended him? Like, I was expecting their offense to look way better. Scandwich said, love your channel. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the support. Nebula said he obviously didn't watch football this season. Yeah, if he placed that bracket like late, then he's on drugs. Okay? That's the only conclusion that can be reached. The Commanders, like, I could see a hot take there where Jaden Daniels somehow goes nuclear and finds some really weird ways to win in the playoffs. Like, I don't think the Commanders make it to the Super Bowl, but the Texans is crazy. Morgan with the 2, as long as we don't play down. Exactly. All right, so the Chargers are going to get short field position again. Offset I formation. Herbert, play action, rolls right, fires across the field to Quentin Johnston, and it's a pick! Oh my God! Back-to-back picks! Pick City! Pickosaurus Rex. I don't know what I'm yelling. That's going to be the Texans' ball inside the 5. Back-to-back INTs. The hell is this game, man? That was just a great play by the DB in coverage. My gosh, dude. Lassiter is a dog. Lassiter, the DB in coverage, leaped up for that ball and just plucked it out of the air. Herbert blows? I mean, I disagree, but that was crazy. It was a little underthrown, like not much. Like Quentin Johnston could have punched that ball out. Why? He needs to quit targeting Quentin Johnston. Simple as that. Back-to-back turnovers. A pick thrown by Stroud, a pick thrown by Herbert now has the Texans about where they were at the 10-yard line. Stroud, quick pass, right side to Nico. Thank God you're getting him involved. Spinning, getting tackled after a gain of about 13 yards. Chargers are trying to charger. They're trying to do something, that's for sure. What the heck, man? Yeah, you've got to get Nico, throw him the ball every other play. At least once a drive. That's your wide receiver 1, bar none. Somebody said there's a reason this game is Saturday afternoon. Yeah, it's a weird one. You got Stroud in the gun. 2 out wide to the left. And he's going to step back, fires another quick pass, and it's dropped. Mechie couldn't reel it in. Remember, I think, was it Mechie who fumbled at the beginning of the game? Got the ball stripped out. He couldn't haul that one in right there. Oh, that was just a great punch out. A great pass breakup by the Chargers. It was Gilman again. Gilman's the one who had the strips, the strip fumble on the first play of the game, and he had a great pass breakup there. He's playing well. 2nd and 10. Stroud in the gun at the 23. Looks right, doesn't like it, and that gets blown up, sacked by Khalil Mack. Mack with the sack. 2nd sack of the game, or maybe the 3rd on CJ Stroud. That's going to set up a 3rd and 18. 3rd and 18 after the sack here. Mac sack, a sack Mac. I'll see you at the table for blackjack. I don't know. I'm just rhyming now. This is getting ridiculous. 15-yard line for the Texans. Stroud in the gun, empty backfield. Steps back. He's got time, but he's going to throw well short. Mechie catches the ball, but barely gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and maybe 8. Nefarious with another 10 bomb. Let's freaking go. 5 straight punts, back-to-back INTs. I guess this is either a defensive game or combined offensive incompetence. I guess that's a coin flip, which, yeah, choose your poison. Choose your poison. I mean, I think it's a little bit of both. Both defenses are for sure good. Tommy Townsend with another punt. It got close to getting blocked. It's going to be a fair catch called for at the 25. Brand? This game, dude.
It's fun, I guess. Defensive game. These quarterbacks are doing things they shouldn't be doing. Justin Herbert had no business
INTs
thrown across the field like that.
And, like, here's my thing, too. Like, I didn't actually mind the throw per se, but it was more who he targeted. I mean, Quentin Johnston he's been pretty unreliable this year.
Yeah.
If I look up let me go to the box score. I want to tell you something, because this is interesting. I was actually really surprised when I saw it. Quentin Johnston's game log. I didn't watch this game. It was the last week of the season against the Raiders. Okay, so it's the Raiders. Not a great team, obviously. They just fired their coach, their GM, it's Telesco. What's his first name? Is it Tom Telesco? His last name's Telesco. Yeah, the GM. Yeah. He's GM'd 3 teams in the AFC West, and he was fired after 1 year. Anyway, Quentin Johnston, January 5th, last week, 14 targets, 13 catches, 186 yards. What the heck, dude? Oh my gosh. So, I mean, there's a reason why Herbert's targeting him a little bit, but
Yeah.
he has had 2 drops already in this game, and it's been a little bit of a mess so far. A big old 6-0 with 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the half. Kiki said, I love Saturday NFL games. I can watch live without dying at work the next day. Yeah, Kiki's across the pond somewhere. Can't remember exactly where, but let's go. Let's go, man. Timothy said, your play-by-play is much more exciting and entertaining than these 2 offenses. Hey, I got amped up on the back-to-back INTs. I'm here. I'm here for playoff football. I am here. I don't know how my pick'ems are looking. We're about to look. Okay, so Dalton Schultz hit. I needed higher than 19.5 yards. He got that. Nico needs 4 more catches. Quentin Johnston needs to just catch the ball in general. He'd have almost 29.5. He'd have over that. Maybe if you don't count the last one, count the 2 drops. Probably would have about 15 yards. Ladd's going to hit. What about this one? Cameron Dicker hit. Justin Herbert needs some more passing yards. I have Mixon with lower than 18.5 rushing attempts. That's looking good. I said Faemi. Faemi Fairbairn. Faemi Fairbairn needs some points, dude. There we go. We back from commercial break. Let's get it. This chat has fewer INTs and punts than the game, even with all the reckless Tyreek talk. Wait, we talking reckless about Tyreek? What happened? I missed it. Herbert at the 25-yard line in the pistol. They're going to hand it off to Dobbins, and he's going to get smacked after a gain of about 2. That guy got smacked harder than Chris Rock at an awards show. That was nuts. Nefarious with the 5. This is like old school 80s and early 90s San Diego Houston Oilers regular season game. Turnovers, punts, and field goals. God bless America. This game feels like a Chiefs game from last regular season. Facts. Nefarious, thanks for all the dono bombs, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody hanging out. 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line. Herbert once again in the gun. Darius Davis in an orbit motion around him, and he's going to catch the quick pass. And he got lit up, dude. Lassiter hits Darius Davis for a loss of 3, but I could feel the hit. I felt it. I heard it. I saw it. And that hurt. I'm sore. I'm hurting. Ouch. 3rd and 12. 8.5 minutes left to go in the half here. An exciting 6-0 barn burner. So far in this one, both teams are 0 for 4 on 3rd downs. You got Herbert in the gun. The pocket holds, fires to Ladd McConkey, and on a second move, he makes 2 men miss, and he fights for an additional 8 yards after the catch on 3rd and 12, I think is what it was. So that's going to go for 18 yards, and Ladd McConkey's looking good to hit his over. 19-yard catch and run by Ladd. It was wild. He caught it in the middle of the field and then kind of candy cane motioned to make 2 people miss and get about 8 more yards after the catch here. 1st down, Chargers at the 42. Herbert once again in the gun. Ladd McConkey in motion to the right. Herbert has 3 options to the right, but he's going to hand it off weak side out of the gun to Dobbins. Dobbins is going to get stopped for a 3-yard gain. Their run game has been rough, to say the least, for both teams. Ice bath at the half after that hit, said Nefarious with the 2. Exactly. McConkey is solid. Yeah, man, McConkey is going to be great for the Chargers. I actually liked him as a receiver, a potential option for the Chiefs. I understand why they went Xavier Worthy. And I like the Worthy pick too. Brian Thomas Jr. was my favorite wide receiver of the draft, and he had an incredible rookie year with poor quarterback play, with injuries and stuff over there with the Jags. But yeah, Ladd's a great guy. Great route runner. Yak guy. Herbert, meanwhile, on 2nd and 8, steps into the throw. Dangerous. Pass broke up by Derek Stingley Jr., one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, targeting Ladd McConkey. 3rd and 8. Candy cane motion, is that a thing? No, I just made that up. Like, picture a candy cane. He caught the ball and did this. He basically like ran back forward, like towards his quarterback as he looped out. I just made it up. 3rd and 8. Here we go. 44-yard line. Herbert in the gun. 3 options to the right, 1 to the left. He's looking left, about to get sacked. Dumps it off towards Dobbins. Thrown short, incomplete. 4th and 8. Another freaking punt. Here we go. Hey, Brand, can you turn your, while I'm thinking about it, can you turn your mic down just a little bit? Just a tad hot. We got another punt. 44-yard line. 3rd of the half for the Chargers. And it's going to hit at the 4 and stay and then roll to the 1. Chargers down it at the 1-yard line. That was a freaking great punt, dude. 55-yarder, bounced at the 5 and rolled to the 1.
That was awesome.
Ooh, that was a perfect punt. Who was that? Oh, was that Townsend? Nice. Good old Townsend. Both these offensive lines suck. I mean, the Texans O-line is definitely not good. That's been a season-long thing. I think the Chargers are a little bit banged up along the line. If Rashawn Slater didn't play, which I need to look at their inactives, but that means Joe Alt kicked to the left side. I mean, he played left tackle in college. Let me look at Chargers inactives real quick. I didn't actually check that before the game. Our inactives for today: Joshua Palmer, Trey Pipkins III, Hayden Hurst. No, so Rashawn Slater is active, which means I think Joe Alt is at the right tackle spot, but Trey Pipkins would be their next tackle in the rotation. Either way, the O-line for the Texans is not great, but the D-line of both of these teams are great.
Yeah, they're both getting quite a bit of pressure.
Yes, to say the least. Nefarious with the 5 said, need Eric Bieniemy in the backfield for the Chargers to break through the line, provided he doesn't fumble. Old school Chargers ball. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Odin with the 5. I'm going to say this, and I know I'll get a lot of hate, but I don't care. Go Irish. Go Irish. You must be you talking about, I don't know what we're talking about, to be honest with you. We talking Irish football? Are we saying go Irish because Lad McConkey is an Irishman? He's a fellow Irish brethren. We have to be related. We're probably like 5th cousins or something. Just playing. But my mom's maiden name is McCormick. He's a McConkey. They have to be like maybe way down the line. Okay, I'm just going to stop. Divisional matchup in the divisional round. Very likely, Randy. Very likely. Oh, Notre Dame. Is Notre Dame playing right now? I mean, that makes more sense, but I didn't understand the context because I don't watch college ball. Is there something going on that I don't know? Go Irish. I mean, I'm Irish, so go Irish. Go Notre Dame. Maybe that should be my college team. Just kidding. Everybody from the Kansas area, Missouri area, going to be like, what? It's not KU, K-State, Missouri? All right, we back from commercial break. Dude, the Texans are at the 1. 1-yard line. CJ Stroud under center. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. They're going to hand it off. And Mixon does shake a tackle that would have had him in the end zone for a safety, but he fights forward for like 7, maybe 8 yards. Let's go. Let's go. Give me Notre Dame, said Agent. Okay, what am I missing? I'm just going to look up college football. Because there has to be something going on that I should know, but I don't know about. Okay, Notre Dame's playing in the championship on January 20th against OSU. Look at that. The 7th seed Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Dude, Stroud has to flee, turns left, and flicks it to nobody. That's got to be intentional grounding. That's a safety. That's a safety, Brand. He wasn't out of the pocket.
Harbaugh's calling for it.
Oh, he was out of the pocket, I guess. He was out of his throwing lane completely. I mean, he rolled left. He got it past the line of scrimmage. Okay, they were on the right hash.
He's right there.
Ooh, it's close. They said no intentional grounding. He was out of the range of the tackle box. Okay. We got a lot of Irish fans in chat, I guess, huh? We'll take that as a fellow Irishman. On 3rd and 4, Stroud looks left, fires, caught by Nico, and almost shakes that tackle off. He would have got a lot more yards after the catch, but you needed 4, you got 5. First down, CJ Stroud, first down Texans. That's a small pocket, said John. Yeah, exactly. Stroud is indeed out of the pocket. Oh, he's out of pocket. Stroud is out of pocket right now. It's going to be first down. Ooh, somebody fell above my head. 1st and 10. Stroud under center gets the ball off, but Mixon, he was almost going to be tackled for 2-yard loss, but sheds that and gets about 5. Are they going to say 3.5? Oh, I'm tripping, dude. It looked like 5. Yeah, W fighting for yards, exactly. James, you hear what? You hear what? A lot. I'm afraid to ask. I'm scared. I'm not an Irish fan, but I hate watching the same 3 teams. I have a blowout for Donati every time, so go Irish. Let's go. Stroud, quick throw, left side, caught by Mechie. He needed 7 yards. He might have got 6. Maybe. Does he get the first down? He turns up field. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Bro, this game is wild so far. Okay, they gave him the first down, so it's 1st and 10. This game is a snoozer, said Kevin. I wanted to watch it and stream it because the Chiefs most likely play the winner of this game. Stroud in the gun. Steps back, looks left, doesn't like it, rolls right as he's flushed from the pocket, pumps, throws, dangerous. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Stroud got pressured again. What's the total possession count? Yeah, give me a second. There's been a freaking lot, dude. We've had a change of possession. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're on the 11th possession of this game. And it's still 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Outlaw with the 5. I'll read that in a second. 2nd and 10. Stroud gets the ball off with 2 seconds left on the play clock. Looks once the middle of the field, hit as he throws. Flag on the play. It is caught for a gain of roughly 6 by Hutchinson. Flag on the play, though, early. Is it a hold? It's going to be a hold on the Texans. You can't do this. That's a fine. Sorry, my bad. Got to do this. I don't know what you got to do. Ooh, personal foul tripping. Titus Howard with the trip. He got beat badly on the play, and as he was falling forward, he kind of stuck his foot out. He tripped the Chargers D lineman. I didn't see who it was. That's a 15-yard penalty. 2nd and 21, 3 minutes to go in the half. 11-yard line. Stroud steps back, and he's going to check it down right side. And I think that's Schultz. Gets up to about the 17. Is that Schultz? No, that's Stover. Stover, rookie tight end. Or rookie wideout. One of the two. Rookie tight end out of Ohio State. It's 3rd and 16, though. Not good. Outlaw, I'll get to your 5-bomb in a second, man. Appreciate you. 3rd and 16 at the 17-yard line, and Stroud misses the snap out of the gun, scoops it up, rolls right, fires, wide open cut. Oh my God. They're at the 50-yard line. Hutchinson with the catch. Holy piss poor. I don't know what I just saw. Stroud gets the ball snapped over his shoulder, chases the ball down, scoops it up, rolls right, fires, wide open Hutchinson all the way to the 50 on 3rd and forever. Okay. 2-minute warning. Brand, what is happening, brother?
I don't know. That was the best play of the game so far, though, on offense by any team.
The best play of the game was off a completely broken play. That's crazy,
this game is
dude.
so weird.
Very. Outlaw with the 5 said, thankful the Texans lost, now rooting for a Chargering. Game has the makings of a Chargers failure. Charger watch in effect. I don't exactly know what your message means, Outlaw. I'm not going to lie. There must be a typo there, but you're rooting for a Chargering because you want to see the Texans win, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I would prefer the Texans to win. That was a wild ass play. That was crazy, dude. Yeah, Andy said, what a freaking play. Kinda. It was like bad and then it was good. I don't know. That was wild right there. A Murphy's Law game, 0 touchdowns so far. Exactly. Nefarious with the 20 bomb. I said, oh, we got music. Yeah, Brandon and I are flooding the new channel on Discord with anime OSTs. What's that? What's an OST?
Original soundtrack.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I was like, an OST? And some nice background work music. I think that channel might prove more entertainment than the offense in the first half. Dude, we need some beats, man. We need some jams. Dude, Nefarious, you're going crazy with the dono bombs today, brother. And another one. As I say this, a 50-yard play happens. Yeah, that was a 34-yard catch by Hutchinson from C.J. Stroud on a rollout from a fumble that went over his shoulder and shotgun. Wow, okay. CJ has no time. Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't know what happened with that play just now, but yeah, CJ Stroud is not having a lot of time, and the Chargers' D-line is really good, and their O-line, the Texans' O-line, is not good. Not a good combination for playoff football for the Texans. I mean, you're going to be playing a lot of good defenses. That was kind of Mahomie. That was a great play. It took a very fortunate bounce. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. We are now back from the 2-minute warning. Are you going to stream the Eagles-Packers game? I don't know if I'll stream the NFC games for the wild card round. I want to be able to, Tom Grossi, shout outs to him, but how the hell are you streaming 6 games? What a machine. I'm going to stream 3, maybe 4. I might do the Monday night game. Stroud in the gun, looks left, actually fires middle of the field, caught and fumbled. Dalton Schultz dropped it, but they're going to blow the play dead. I don't think he had possession. He didn't make a football move. Dude, that would have been a scoop and score for a touchdown if that play wasn't blown dead, by the way. Dalton Schultz caught it, went to turn up field, and he didn't have possession. He was still trying to get a good grasp of the football when that thing got knocked out. Man, the Chargers defense is a bunch of ball hawks, though. How are they fumbling this much? They're greasing up the football, man. 2nd and 10, Stroud in the gun, play action. Throw it deep. Actually, he does. Middle of the field, caught by Nico Collins, makes a man miss. He's all the way down to the 12. It wasn't okay. We got action. Ladies and gentlemen, the Texans are moving. They started at the 10-yard line on this drive. And C.J. Stroud fumbled that ball on a bad snap in the gun. And next thing you know, Nico Collins catches the ball and runs for 37 yards after Hutchinson just had a catch to midfield for 34 yards. You've got 1 minute and 18 seconds to go in the second quarter, all 3 timeouts, and you're at the 12-yard line. C.J. Stroud in the gun, 1 man in motion. They're going to hand it off, and that play gets blown all the way up for a loss of 1. Joe Mixon had nowhere to go. Timeout called for by the Chargers, their first of the half. Interesting. So the Chargers are calling a timeout here, maybe thinking, hey, if we can stop them quickly, Herbert and company can take the field and try to get something going before half. Nefarious with the 5. Punt, 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 INT, punt, punt, 50-yard play, 30-yard play, half. This game has been a little wild. And a little wild to say the least. Nico got fined? Oh, I didn't even see what he did. You think Nico's going to get fined for something he did after that? Well, Nico has 3 catches on the game. 2nd and 11, 1 minute and 5 seconds to go in the half. The Chargers took the timeout, and the Texans are the ones about to score. They're all the way down at the 13. Got 1 man in motion. So Stroud from the gun has 2 options each side. Fires right, pass broken up. Was targeting Robert Woods. 3rd and 11. Incomplete. Nice jacket, Cole. Where did you get it? Thank you, Josh. Where did I get this jacket? I don't know. I can't remember. Fanatics? It's the Chiefs merch shop at Union Station. I think this is where I got this jacket, but I can't remember the name of it. Rally House, maybe? Union Station is where I got it. Pretty sure. 13-yard line, 3rd and 11. You can get a first down if you cross the 2. Stroud in the gun, 3 to his right, 1 second on the play clock. Gets the ball off, quick pass, caught by Nico, touchdown. Quick slant, Nico Collins makes them pay. $50 every day. I don't know what I'm saying, but touchdown Texans. Another catch by Nico gets me one step closer to hitting that 4.5 catch line for Nico's pick'em. Nico lines up the only person on the left. Just a quick throw, and Nico recognized the coverage, turned, seeing if C.J. Stroud saw what he saw. Stroud saw it, hit him, touchdown Texans. First touchdown of the game with 58 seconds to go in the half. And get this, because the Chargers called a timeout, there's still 58 seconds left to go, and the Chargers have 2 timeouts left. The extra point is good. 7-6, Texans up by 1. Brand, we got action, brother.
It's about time. About time. That was all Nico there on that drive.
Yeah, the broken play, Hutchinson for 34 yards, but then Nico had a 37-yarder, and then that 13-yarder for a touchdown. At least the defense got some rest finally. Yeah, so that was a 13-play. Dude, they started at their 1. 13-play, 99-yard drive that went 5 minutes and 17 seconds. So you're right. The defense gets some rest for the Texans finally. Up by 1. Ooh, we're going to have an interesting second half here. We'll see what the Chargers end up doing, because they have 58 seconds and 2 timeouts.
They could go
NFL is a joke, no gun signs, and no hiring of black coaches? What do you mean? I mean, black coaches are definitely minority head coaches, but I mean, they've got some, like, I think Tomlin's been a very long tenured, probably the longest tenured head coach of any team right now. And the Texans head coach. What's the Texans head coach name? D'Amico Ryans.
D'Amico, yeah.
All right, so that's going to be a touchback. Chargers ball at the 30. Did I say Texans? I meant Chargers ball at the 30. If I said that wrong. If I misspoke. Herbert in the gun. At the 30, the running back motions out. So 2-by-3 empty backfield. Herbert wants to uncork it. Pressure causes him to sidearm sling it to the direction of, is that Palmer? Oh, DJ Chark, incomplete, 2nd and 10. So let's see what happens here. I mean, that was a tough grab to make with DJ Chark in coverage with Derek Stingley Jr. First team All-Pro, Derek Stingley Jr. Yo, what's up, Cat Servant? How are you, Alan? Good to see you, man. 2nd and 10, Chargers again at the 30-yard line, 52 seconds left in the half. 2 timeouts left. Herbert looks right, dodges pressure, fires a deep ball. Ladd McConkey had separation. He just overthrew him. Pressure kind of forced Herbert to rush the throw a little bit. And, dude, Ladd McConkey won. He just overthrew Ladd by about 7 yards. That's a touchdown. If Herbert had a half second longer to really, yeah, he was afraid of the pressure and just kind of uncorked it. 3rd and 10. Cole, I honestly think the Broncos have a good chance to upset the Bills. Yeah, we'll see. I have the Bills winning, but hey, if they upset them, Chiefs play the Broncos in the divisional. The Chargers just called a timeout, and I don't know why. 3rd and 10. Imagine if the Texans get the ball back this half. They get the ball back again, and they have all 3 timeouts. Just wait for it. Cole, where did you get your black Chiefs shirt with Chiefs in black outlined silver? Well, it's not outlined in silver, but it does reflect silver off the light. Where did I get that? I got it from NFL Shop, is where I got it. You should take Tony Romo's job. I mean, I'm not qualified to speak like that, but I'd love to call some games. It'd be a lot of fun. We do it on this channel. In the meantime, 3rd and 10. Herbert in the gun, 1 man in motion. He's got triplets right side. Pressure coming, forcing him to the right. He fires deep down the field, targeting Johnston, bounces off the ground, incomplete. Underthrew Johnston. That's not really on him this time. 4th and 10. Just like that. Somebody said, could you imagine if the Texans get the ball back? Bro, they're getting the ball back. 39 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and the Texans have all 3 timeouts. Oh my gosh. The Patrick Mahomes Lynn Dawson mashup shirt that I wear is from Bunker KC. Punt is up, almost blocked. Bounces at the 30, caught and returned by Woods for about 6-8 yards. So the Texans rather are going to have 27 seconds in this half. You got all 3 timeouts though. You could get a field goal before the half. The Chargers got the ball with 58 seconds left in this half, dude. What? You just joined? What's up? What's up, Vander? All right. The Texans are at the 32-yard line. You need 30-ish yards, maybe 40 to get into favorable field goal range. You got all 3 timeouts. You can do it. CJ Stroud in the gun steps back. The pocket holds, fires left side, caught and pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 6 yards by Mechie, I believe. John Mechie, yup. 22 seconds. Took 5 seconds and no timeouts. You need to get to the 40 to get into field goal range for Fairbairn. This is interesting. The Chargers really mishandled the end of this half here. They went 3 and out and only took like no time off the clock. Stroud is going to get flush from the pocket, and he steps up to run, and he makes a man miss. He's all the way down at the 37-yard line. Timeout, timeout, timeout. Wow, dude. That was a 27-yard scramble by C.J. Stroud. Up the middle, cuts right, makes a man miss, gets tackled awkwardly at the end of that run, but holy smokes. What a run by C.J. Stroud. They're in field goal range. You could take a shot at the end zone. The ball popped out at the end, but he was clearly down. Knees hit, elbow hit. Longest run of C.J. Stroud's season. They're locking in, said J-Mo. I guess they're doing something. Yeah, Houston gets the ball to start the second half. That's insane. So you still have 2 timeouts. You have 13 seconds left in the half, and you're at the 37-yard line. I mean, are you just going to try to pad the yardage a little bit to get a little bit more favorable field position for a field goal? You got Stroud in the gun, 2 out wide to the left, and they're going to hand it off up the middle for a gain of about 5. Timeout called. 9 seconds left. One more timeout. That's crazy. Here comes the double whammy. How are the Texans going to get more points here before the half? When they scored their touchdown, guys, there was 58 seconds left in this half. The Chargers then went 3 plays, 0 yards, and took 30 seconds. And now the Texans have gone 4 plays, 35 yards, 9 seconds left. 2nd and 5. Stroud, quick pass, middle of the field, diving catch made by Woods. Timeout called for at the 23-yard line. 6 seconds left in the half. The Texans are going to kick a field goal. They're going to be up 10-6, scoring 10 points in the final minute and a half of this half. What? Fax Kellerman said, I want nothing more than Jim Harbaugh losing this game. It's looking like it's possible to happen here. It's looking like it's very possible to happen here. So this is a 41-yard field goal attempt for Kaimi Fairbairn. He's not at the hash. He's right in the middle. See what happens here. Snap is good. Holds fine. Kick is a little to the left, but good. So it's going to be 10-6. 3 seconds left in the second quarter. The Texans are up 10 unanswered right now, and they get the ball to start the third quarter. Wow. Are the Texans going to go on a run? If they score, could you imagine if they score coming out of the gate in the third quarter? Brand, I'm going to bounce it back to you, brother. Let me know your thoughts.
That would be, I think, momentum changing for the Texans. If, I imagine they're just going to kick it, touchback here. We go into half, and then if they can score coming back, that's going to change their momentum and their rhythm.
In a perfect world for the Texans, you want a touchdown. You go up 17-6, you're up 11. You'd be up 11 with that. I mean, a field goal makes it a 6-point, or I guess a 7-point game, actually. But you want to go up 11. Hello. You can come in. You can't. I'm like halved up, so they can't even see. Hey, thanks. Bye. Danny brought me some garage beer. We are saved because I had none. All right, they're going to try to return this. Darius Davis catches the ball in the back of the end zone. He's a dangerous returner. He gets leveled, and he's hurt. Darius Davis is injured on the play, grabbing at his right leg. Oh, no. Oh, no. Darius Davis is one of the best returners in the NFL, a weapon for the Chargers. I like the call of trying to take that out of the end zone and make magic happen on a return, because if not, you were just going to kneel it out. But Darius Davis, hurt on the final play of the half, in pain on the ground, grabbing at his leg.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
Somebody said, hope he didn't pull something. I mean, I hope he didn't tear something.
Hopefully it's just a cramp.
I don't think so. I'm not a doctor, but he got hit and immediately. He is jogging off the field on his own.
That's a good sign.
Well, what the heck happened? I don't know. All right, so it's going to be halftime, 6-10. Texans up by 4, scoring 10 unanswered after the Chargers had 2 field goals. What happens if I do this? If I go to guest and we go to screen share like this. Okay, I can put Brand in here. There we go. There we go.
There we go.
I just wanted to look at the box score real quick. All right now. So, I mean, if you're the Texans, you got to be happy. You get the ball at half. And C.J. Stroud is starting to heat up a little bit. 14 for 23, 180 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT, sacked twice. He's the leading rusher, that 1 carry for 27 yards on the final drive. Joe Mixon, 6 carries for 15 yards, 2.5 a carry. That is tough sledding. Nico Collins, 4 for 68 yards. I mean, I expected basically nothing less from Nico. John Mechie had that tough fumble first half of the game, or first play of the game for the offense of the Texans. Meanwhile, the Chargers, Justin Herbert just 8 for 20. 97 yards and an INT, sacked once, a 34.8 passer rating, which is yikes. J.K. Dobbins, 8 carries for 26 yards, a 3.3 average. Meanwhile, Ladd McConkey is leading the room for the Chargers. 4 catches, 56 yards. No surprises here, but if we look, let me see. Let's look here. Okay, so the Chargers are 1 for 7 on third downs. Yikes. The Texans are 3 for 7 on third downs. Red zone, 0 for 1 for the Chargers, 1 for 1 for the Texans. The time of possession did start to even out a little bit. The Texans have 13 minutes to the Chargers 16, almost 17. It got ugly and it got weird when you looked at how this game started. Field goal, fumble, field goal. Then it went punt, 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 INT, INT, punt, punt. So that part of the game, first half, was nasty. Punt, 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 INT, INT, punt, punt. But then, touchdown. The Texans went 13 plays, 99 yards in just over 5 minutes. Meanwhile, the Chargers, with 58 seconds left in the half, 3 and out, 30 seconds off the clock, and the Texans were able to take advantage of that, going 5 plays, 45 yards, largely in part due to a C.J. Stroud scramble to get into field goal range. They are now up 10-6, and they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, the Texans' defense has kept them in this game.
Yeah. Yikes, man. The Texans defense, and then they got some rest. They get the half, obviously. Both teams get the rest at the half, but like at the end of there, you know, they went 13 plays, 99 yards in 5 minutes and 17 seconds. So you get a little bit of rest there if you're the Texans defense. And then the Chargers went 3 and out. So the Texans defense wasn't really on the field. And then, yeah, I think the momentum has swung a little bit in the Chargers or the Texans' favor. The Chargers kind of had it at the beginning, field goal, strip, the fumble, and then another field goal. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be an ugly, grinded out game. The Chargers are not out of this game. It's a 4-point game. But I would say if the momentum swung to the Texans. You agree?
I do. The Chargers just need to be able to capitalize on these turnovers. They can't get in the red zone. You said they were 0 for 1, and the Texans are 1 for 1. Both teams have barely even gotten to the red zone. So
yes. Hannah with the 2 bomb said, Cole, didn't I say that the Texans can beat the Chargers? Yeah, I mean, when I made my picks, it's like either team could win this game. I think the Chargers still could probably win it. But if the Texans go up 17-6, that's a good thing, man, for the Texans. And I would rather play the Texans than the Chargers. And the Chiefs most likely play the winner of this game. Obviously, the Broncos could upset the Bills. The Ravens could lose to the Steelers, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, any given day, any given Saturday, Sunday in the playoffs for sure. You think the Texans got it, said FLDB? Cole, I said it was a toss-up. I took the Texans 23-20. Yeah, I think the Chargers were, or the Texans were favored by like less than 3 points. So it basically, per Vegas, is a toss-up, and that's. I said, yeah, I think the Chargers win it, but I wasn't convinced that they win by a lot. This is a 4 and 5. This is the 4 and 5 game. It is 4 seed and 5 seed.
Yeah. It's a little surprising. I expected the Chargers to be a little hotter on offense, but they're just not connecting.
I mean, if you look at how the Chargers finished the season, let me go to their schedule and just look at it real quick, because I think they finished. They were looking nice at the end, but look at who they were playing. So they finished the year 34 points, 40 points, 34 points. They were averaging 36 points a game over their last 3. But now they played Denver. That's a playoff team. That's a good team. 34-27. That's respectable. But you beat the Patriots 40-7. Okay, and then you beat the Raiders, so probably the worst team in the NFL, if not the second or third worst team in the NFL, 34-20. Yeah, I mean, I was saying all that to basically say, yeah, I thought that the Chargers might look a little better offensively. The thing about it is the Texans defense is actually good. Now the Broncos defense is good too, but very interesting. Hannah with the 5 said, let's not sleep on Broncos against Bills. Rookie QB doesn't have the pressure of expectations. I have a feeling the AFC playoffs will be full of surprises. Well, that's why we love the playoffs, because you never know what'll happen. I am rolling with the Bills winning that one, but I'd be fine to be wrong, just because the Bills would get bounced, and Bills fans been talking all season long. All season long they've been talking. Nefarious with the 20 bomb. We could go. Nefarious going off. Nothing burger. Then boom, bang, boom. Players realize it's the last moments of their season, getting some incentive, and the reason they're their shows. Playoff football, baby. Suddenly we got a Chris Berman whoop whoop coming. Let's go. I can never do him justice with the proper impression. New evacuations ordered in the LA area. Geez, there's so many fires going on. Eaton Fire, Lydia Fire, Hearst Fire, Kenneth Fire, Palisades?
The Palisades. Yeah, it's like Malibu.
Man, so many fires.
Yeah, I'm closer to that Eaton Fire. Still 26 miles away, but I can start to smell it outside.
Really?
Yeah. If the wind is blowing in the right direction, we can smell all the air.
Insane. What would you think if Josh... Okay, message I was reading got deleted because it was in all caps. Nightbot shut it down. Perna has made me wanting to see the Broncos get whooped, said James. Who gets the ball at half? Texans. So they got momentum right there. Please, please, Texans win, said Darian. Hey, the Bengals getting some postseason screen time. Too bad it's just a commercial. I didn't even see the commercial. Who agrees with 27-13 Texans? I mean, please, for the love of God, have it be a little bit more exciting than the Chargers making 4 field goals. Or you said 13, so 1 more touchdown? Okay, fair enough. You're going to Chiefs divisional game? Awesome, Chase. Let's go. Beverage of choice today is going to be garage beer. I got a Tank 7 upstairs, but we're going back-to-back games here. I'm going to be streaming for like 7 hours. So I don't know about all that. I don't know about a Tank 7 right now. Maybe later. Maybe later. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm going bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya. Have a good day. Have a good one. It's been
You
real.
look like me
fun.
standing next to you at the mic now.
I'm going to stand for a bit. I'm actually going to solo screen you, and I'm just going to run to the bathroom. Be right back.
Okay. How is it going, everyone? I have chat up here on my phone. The first quarter of this game was a little rough, a little boring. Things got hot in the second quarter. What are your thoughts so far? Second half, my thoughts. I mean, the Texans, if they can get rhythm, Nico Collins can blow this game out. Their D-line is playing really well. If they keep getting pressure, we could see some more turnovers for the Texans. Chiefs gear. I'm just got a Chiefs shirt on at the moment. I have a few signed bits of merch. I have a Nick Bolton signed jersey. I have a Leo Chanel signed jersey. I have not seen if Mixon is hurt, Mike. You met Leo in person? Is he a cool cat? Yeah, Mixon's got a few touches. He hasn't had any explosive plays. It is a Chiefs hat, yeah. What do you think about Bo Nix, Lad McConkey, Brock Bowers in the future of our division? Yeah, I mean, all the other AFC West teams have some weapons. The Raiders just kind of cleaned house, and they don't have a quarterback. So you got to see what they do in free agency and with the draft. And then Bo Nix being rookie, and then with the Chargers with a new head coach, just kind of have to give them another year, see how they do. But the Broncos making the playoffs this year is a big step in the right direction.
Ooh.
And we're back.
What is happening to my face, though? Oh, there we go. All right, now.
My turn now.
We back for the second half, and that kickoff, it's already started, and that kickoff is going to be a touchback. So I want this. This is the setup I want. Okay, thank you. So the Texans get the ball once again. Thank you for holding it down, brother.
No problem.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to fix this camera real quick because it makes me look like I'm 7 feet tall. All right, now. Halftime over, yeah, just got over. So it's going to be the Texans ball at the 30. CJ Stroud in the gun, hands it off to Mixon, cuts up outside of the left hash for about 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Ooh. Yeah, that halftime felt quick, didn't it? That's what I thought. Cole, what do you mean you are? Well, I felt really tall because it was like this or something. Couldn't even see me. It was like, hey. All right, 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line. CJ Stroud in the pistol. One man in motion from the left to the right, but they're going to hand it off again, and Mixon gets stonewalled. Gain of nothing. 3rd and 5. For Rookie of the Year, it's either Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, or Ladd McConkey. I feel like it always goes to quarterbacks, man. Not always, but Offensive Rookie of the Year, it's got to be a quarterback. Probably Jaden Daniels, but Bo Nix is up there. All right, 3rd and 5. Do the Texans go 3 and out? Let's see. CJ Stroud in the gun. He's got 2 options out wide each side. Pressure coming. He's got to let go of it, and it's caught by Nico Collins. Makes a man miss. Spin move again. Someone's hitting his Madden controller, and he's at the 24-yard line just like that. Nico Collins is going nuclear. Oh my gosh, Nico Collins has 5 catches for 109 yards, and the second half just started. Bro, Nico Collins is so good. Holy smokes, just like that, the Texans on 3rd and 5 are already... Where are they at? They're already at the 24-yard line. Backwards pass to Joe Mixon, and he was going to throw it, and Mixon fumbled. There's a flag on the play, though. Interesting. Mixon was thrown a backwards pass to the right side, and Mixon was going to throw, didn't like it, tried to run, and he fumbled. Chargers recovered. But there's a flag on the play. Holding on the Texans, penalties declined. Oh. What the heck, bro? Yeah, he just got the ball punched out. Holy smokes, the same guy, Jefferson, who punched it out, dove on the ball. Same guy. Brand?
Well, that was not expected.
Oh my gosh. Just like that, when you thought Nico Collins helped spark the Texans again, the Chargers defense does it again. This is the 3rd turnover for the Texans in this game. 2nd fumble, and then CJ Stroud has thrown an INT. Obviously, back-to-back INTs thrown by Herbert and Stroud in the first half, but that is tough because you're at the 24-yard line. You're throwing a backwards pass to Mixon, who's trying to throw it. He's thinking pass. What are we doing?
Yeah, they have to drive down here now.
So just like that, the Chargers have the ball at the 24-yard line, I believe. 26-yard line. Herbert under center, man in motion, play action. He's got pressure, but he's going to uncork it. Caught by Ladd at the 40, outside right side. Ladd wants a flag, and he gets a flag. I think it's a face mask. 15 more yards. That was a face mask by Derek Stingley. So it was a 17-yard catch by Ladd. 15-yard penalty. Dude, just like that, Mixon fumbles when the Texans were about to potentially go up 17 unanswered points. They would have 17. 11-point game. Instead, the Chargers come away with another takeaway on defense, and they're up at midfield, past midfield at the 42-yard line. Easy, 1st and 10 audibling out from under center. Herbert in the gun. Zeros on the clock, gets it off, hands it off to Gus Edwards. And Edwards fights outside of the right hash for about 4 yards. So, what a series of events. Nefarious said, well, so much for that turnaround. First half continues. Exactly, Nefarious. What a wild time. It's like watching our secondary. How do you not figure out only one guy is getting the passes? Yeah, it's mainly Nico and then Ladd on the other side. Herbert in the pistol. Ladd goes in motion. He's in the slot, left side, bottom of the screen. They hand it off, though, to Gus again on 2nd and 6. It's going to turn into a 3rd and 2. Texans are charging, said Mike Gerber. That sounds about right. That's about what they're doing. Yes. It's 3rd and 2. Herbert in the gun at the 34-yard line. They hand it off for a 3rd time in a row, and Gus Edwards gets lit up. No gain. Al-Shair. That's a no gain. So the question is, do you go for it? Try to take advantage of this takeaway and stay aggressive here? Okay, they are going to line up to go for it. Let's see. You're at the 34-yard line. Herbert under center. And play action. Herbert throws right side, caught by Quentin Johnston, but it is well short of the first down. Derek Stingley Jr. with the tackle forces a turnover on down, so the Texans defense stands up, holds strong again. Ooh, it was a nice little whip route to the outside, but Stingley was sticky in coverage. I mean, there's nothing you could do there. I think that's just a poor play call, because you're depending on Quentin Johnston to make a play on Derek Stingley Jr. I didn't like that. Brand.
Yeah, I mean, that's now the 3rd turnover. You go down and don't get really into the red zone. Take the points, live to fight another down or another drive.
You were in field goal range. Could have been 9-10, but I actually liked the play call. I liked going for it there. If you're the Chargers, you get some momentum, take advantage of the takeaway, try to stay aggressive, keep the chains moving. If anything, give your defense a little bit of rest. Literally both teams just giving the ball back to each other. I mean, how many takeaways or turnovers total so far? Is it 4? 4. 3 turnovers by the Texans, 1 by the Chargers. Wow. Chargers thought they were the Lions. What would Campbell do? I mean, I didn't mind that call, to be honest. I mean, it's 4th and 2 at the 34. You've only had 2 field goals on the day. I would have liked to see the Chiefs go for it there in that situation. I think I would have been fine with the turnover on downs too. Potato. What if he missed a field goal,
Yeah, anything can happen.
Yeah, wide receiver was not ahead of the first down mark. Quentin Johnston was short. I think they were hoping for some separation there, but didn't get any. Who's your favorite player all time, any team? Derek Thomas, 58. The legend. It's not close. Always take the points when you're in field goal range. I mean, I disagree, but that's fine. I like the call. Oh, lost my charger, said Morgan with the 2. hindsight's always 20/20, right? So if they would have went for a field goal, you'd have been like, that would have been cool to see them go for it and stay aggressive. They went for it and stayed aggressive, didn't get it, and now it's like, they probably should have kicked a field goal. Either way, here we are. Oh, they ruled it incomplete? Dude, Quentin Johnston can't catch the ball. Dude, Derek Stingley Jr. is so good. Unreal. Turnover on downs has CJ Stroud play action, roll out left, and he's got room to run. It's not a designed run, but he gets about 7 yards, slides awkwardly down. 41-yard line. I don't think I would have ever taken CJ Stroud's higher in rushing yards, but we probably should have. We probably should have. 2nd and 4 after a 6-yard run by CJ Stroud. Has the Texans in line to potentially pull away in this game a little bit. Fake pitch, throws to the left side. Nico Collins gets about 7 yards. That was a nice little play call. Fake the pitch right, fires left, quick pass to Nico Collins. And Nico was fired up because he knew if he would have broke that one tackle, he might be gone. That was a great play by Tart. That's the D lineman making the tackle, chasing Nico Collins down from behind, because if he didn't do that, Nico Collins might have housed it. That's a play there, a great play there by Tart, the D lineman of the Chargers. And meanwhile, CJ Stroud steps back to throw. He's just going to check it down, but Stover takes it for 12. They're at the 40-yard line across midfield. 8.5 minutes to go in the third quarter here. Texans head coach D'Amico was 49ers DC before taking job. I mean, and the 49ers had a good defense too. He's done a pretty good job with the Texans. Is this D'Amico Ryan's second year? I think. As the head coach of the Texans. All right, 1st and 10. CJ Stroud in the gun. He's got a couple options each side. Looks, quick pass left side. I believe it's to Schultz. No, it's Stover again for 7 yards. We have an injured Charger on the ground. He is sitting up, but he is in pain. I can't see the number. It looks, yeah, it is Cam Hart. Rookie out of Notre Dame, cornerback. He is down. He's grabbing at his arm. I'm not exactly sure what happened. He immediately grabbed his hand. I can't tell. I don't know what happened. Either way, they're looking at him, and they might go to an injury commercial here. An injury timeout. I don't have a lot of commercials on this channel, but I do got one to promote some coffee and some merch. Real quick, I want to shout out a couple ways you can support the channel. You can get some HBTC coffee of Benchwarmer Brew. This has got origin notes of Mexico and Ethiopia, a smooth medium roast, and it is one of the most popular blends of the lineup. Then you can also snag some HBTC merch. We've got Dad Bod Season, X Factor in honor of Dante Hall, mixed with Xavier Worthy, of course, and much more. Links to both the coffee and merch are in the description down below. I do need some coffee. It would be nice. I would take some coffee right now. Garage beer is fine, but HBTC coffee is always fine too. Wrist injury? Yeah, he was grabbing at his hand. Yeah, injuries suck. It's part of the game. Violent sport, and it happens, but what is happening to Herbert? I mean, Herbert is not playing his best ball right now. He's 9 for 22, 114 yards. 9 for 22, 114 yards. Nefarious with another 20 bomb. With the number of black QBs now in the league, I think we'll see more black head coaches over the next short while. My question is, how many black color commentators are on broadcast? Why isn't this discussed? Things to ponder. I mean, I don't know the answer to that. Brand, do you have any idea? Yes or no? Yeah, I don't know either. I would have to look that up. I mean, I know there's a lot of like former players that are going to be on a lot of shows, so like ESPN and stuff like that. But yeah, how many color commentators are African American is beyond me. I'd have to research it. Because you've got like think about some of the big ones that, I mean, off the top of my head, Greg Olson, Tom Brady, Tony Romo. Yeah, very interesting. We are finally back from this commercial break, and Joe Mixon just broke off a run to the outside, needed 3 and got about 15. I think that cornerback that got hurt, by the way, Hart, he was taken to the locker room immediately. Nefarious, thanks for the thoughtful message in the 20 bomb, man. Let's go. It's kind of a deep one. It's like hard to process through that while calling the game, but yeah, there's a lot there. 19-yard line, CJ Stroud under center. They hand it off again to Mixon, and he has room to run. He's at the 10, all the way down to the 6. The Texans are going to score here. The Chargers might go home, ladies and gentlemen, if they don't figure something out here. James with the 10. Oh, wait. Holding on the offense. No way. That's a huge game changer. Not a huge game changer, a huge drive / momentum changer, because that had them at about the 6-yard line. Instead, they're all the way back to the, 30? Man, that's a big one. James with the 10. Texans are playing their best. Yeah. Chargers were looking forward to us, so in a way we should get an assist if the Texans win. I thought the Chargers would win. We'll see. The Texans are at the 25-yard line. CJ Stroud in the gun. 3 options out wide to his right, 1 to his left. Play action. The line holds. He throws a 50-50 ball, lofts it, and it's picked off. No way, dude. And Derwin James is taking it out of the end zone. He's at the 30, crossing field, 40. Oh my gosh. No freaking way, bro. He might have been down by contact in the end zone is what they're talking about, so we'll see. There's a flag late. What a play by Derwin James. 10,000% down in the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback. They're going to get the ball at the 20. Did he have possession? Oh, boy. There's a personal foul on the Texans. 15-yard penalty enforced at the end of the play. So Mixon with the personal foul. It was going to be a touchback to the 20, but they should get it at the 35. They're going to review the play and make sure that that was caught. The ball looked like it might have hit the ground. Barely. I think he maintained possession, and it's a Chargers ball. That is another turnover. That is another turnover. Outlaw with a 5 said commentators curse. Texans are scoring here. Oh, dude, I cursed it. Brand, I cursed it bad, bro.
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm just trying to keep up with all of these changes here. They don't know what's going on here.
Joe Mixon launched himself into a DB, and that's the flag. Derwin James with a hell of a catch.
They're still talking about it.
Yeah, they're reviewing it to confirm it. Maybe they've already confirmed the interception. Dude, what a play by Derwin. That's the... Yeah. Bro, if the Texans somehow end up winning this game, that's going to be insane. Because if this is confirmed, it's their 4th turnover of the game. Turnover 4. It would be the second interception and second fumble lost. Benjamin with the 2. You ready for Kelsey 100 yards and a touchdown on Steelers next week? Sure. On the Steelers? So they're going to beat the Ravens, huh? Okay. I'm down. Nefarious with the 2. Defensive love here. What an INT. Yeah, I mean, what are you supposed to do? You threw a 50-50 ball. Stroud did. I don't know who was the pass intended for. Let me go back and look. The pass was intended for Dalton Schultz. I mean, I don't mind that. One-on-one. But Derwin James, I mean, hell of an INT. The play-by-play is hilarious to read. Because look at what this says, dude. Like the play-by-play is normally like one line, and this is what it says. Like there's just so much here. CJ Stroud, deep pass right, intended for Dalton Schultz, intercepted by Derwin James. Penalty, Joe Mixon, unnecessary roughness, 15 yards enforced at Houston 46. The replay official reviewed the interception ruling, and the play was reversed.
So not an interception. What is going on?
The play got reversed? I told you it hit the ground.
Okay.
It touched the ground, but what? We're about to see. We're about to come back from commercial break right here and see. But if so, there's still a penalty on Joe Mixon that would move them back another 15 yards. So at least as of right now, it's 2nd and 30. You said you think this is an INT. I mean, yeah, I did say that because it looked like one. Let's see what happens.
Go.
We're back from commercial break. So they reviewed it. The ball did touch the ground. Oh my gosh. It did not survive the ground. Almost an incredible play by Derwin James. So it's incomplete, but there's still a flag on Joe Mixon for unnecessary roughness. It can't negate that penalty too, right? Yeah. So it's going to move the Texans back 15 yards. So that is true. That is right. Unreal. 2nd and 30 for the Texans. Nefarious with the 5 after the 2 and the 10 and the 10 and the 20 and the 20. Chargers, you win the game. Texans, no, you win the game. Fans say, can one of you decide to win? Refs, fine, we'll pick the winner. Refs win? Nah, refs aren't winning. I refuse to believe it. My dog is passed out right here. She out like a light. You can barely see her. I need a KC cam to come back. Dude, what a series of events. 2nd and 30. What a series of events. 2nd and 30 at the 39-yard line. Stroud in the gun. He wants to throw quick, doesn't like what he sees, and he's going to run into the middle for about 9 yards. 3rd and 21. A flag on the play. If it's another hold, it's 2nd and 40. It's a hold. 2nd and 40. Oh, this game is wild. It's a clear hold on Bosa. 2nd and 40. At this point, I'm rooting for another penalty or a sack. I want to see 3rd and 50. How we get there, I don't care. 3rd and 50. 2nd and 40? They're at the 49-yard line. I just said they were going to score. Insane, dude. Uh-oh. Free play. Stroud needs to chuck it, and he does, and it's caught. Nope. I don't think Nico Collins survived the ground. It would have been a gain of about 15-ish, but Joey Bosa jumped. So it's a 5-yard penalty, replay, second down. So it's 2nd and 35. Oh, my God. Oh, unreal. Troy with the 24 months. Let's go, man. Playoffs are here. Let's freaking go. Looking forward to home field advantage. Watching from the ICU with one of my boys. RSV is out there. Keep your babies safe, y'all. Dang, Troy. That's the most nerve-wracking thing when one of the kids is in the hospital. So hope he gets well. He or she. 2nd and 35. Stroud is going to check it down to Mixon, but he makes a man miss and gets all the way down to the 30. It's going to be 3rd and what, 15? 3rd and 20? It's still 3rd and forever, dude. Still 3rd and forever. Nefarious with the 5 bomb. How did an offense have a 200-yard drive and no score? Flags. 2nd and Overland Park and another flag. 2nd and Overland Park, that reference from Monday Night Football, I believe, was great. It's 3rd and 22. Unreal. CJ Stroud is in the gun, empty backfield here. Looks to throw it quick and does. They're all the way down to the 18. Catch made by Johnson. Deontay Johnson. That name sound familiar? The Ravens claimed him off, or the Ravens let him go, waived him, and the Texans claimed him off waivers. Deontay Johnson, unreal. So it's 4th down, but you're in field goal range. 3rd and Overland Park. Yeah, insane. 3 better than nothing after that. Exactly, Harry. 37-yard attempt. Fairbairn with the kick. It's good. 13-6. Texans on top. Brandon Adams with the 5. Thank God this isn't a Chiefs game. My blood pressure would have started an earthquake. Yeah, I am 0% stressed calling this game. But Brand, what a series of events. Oh my gosh.
That was crazy. Back and forth. Penalties can really hurt you. And they got lucky with that.
Dude, at one point, it was 2nd and 40. I was praying. I would have fasted for a 3rd and 50.
Like
no, it was 2nd and 30. Yeah, it was 2nd and 40.
Yeah.
It was 2nd and 40. They got it all the way back, by the way, to 4th and 10. After all that.
Wow.
Song said I lost. Cole, what happened? My connection's good. You didn't lose me. Morgan with the 2. Stress comes next week. Yeah, next week. Not this week, but next week for sure. Our chat for all of October was get us Deontay Johnson. We got D-Hop instead. Veach made the right choice here. 100% Nefarious. Yeah, Deontay Johnson's been a bit of a mess, to say the least. I don't understand that at all. I do not understand that at all. Quentin, what's up, man? What's up, Cole? I'm late. Just been watching the game. Is that Brand? It's Brand. Brand, the man in the house. So if you don't know who Brand is, in case people are like, who's this guy?
Yeah, who's this guy?
This is one of the mods of the channel. Does a lot of graphics for the channel. Helped design the scoreboard. So everything you see down here with the animations and all that, helped design it. I'm sure there's more you've done. Multiple t-shirt designs.
Yeah.
You've done all kinds of stuff. He came up for the draft last year and did a bunch of graphics for the draft.
Emojis, all your YouTube emojis.
Oh yeah, all the emojis, that's it.
Those.
All the emojis, all the badges. I think Jack did all the initial badges, but you've done all the updated emojis. Brand is basically the guy that's like, I say, hey, can you help? And he's like, sure,
yeah,
I'll do whatever. So let's go. But yeah, Brand is helping run the scoreboard. So I'm just kind of tapping him in to chat during the commercial breaks. I'm getting help on this one because we're going back to back, and we're gonna have Brand and FLDB who designed the scoreboard using code. He coded it. We're going to have both of them in the next game, but when you're streaming for 7 hours straight, it's helpful to have people. So that's where we are. And that's what's going on. All right, 4 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the third quarter here. The Texans are up 13-6. They've scored 13 unanswered. And this is going to be returned, by the way. This is a kickoff that was short. And Darius Davis, who got hurt before the half, did return this one. Got up to about the 26-yard line. All right, and with that, the Chargers are going to take the field. Yeah. I got you. I'm glad my best ball teams had very few players from this game. Yeah, that's not good. Brand is HBTC IT. Yeah, he's like all things help the channel. He's done animations. He's done all kinds of stuff. He helped with the intro video for Cole Breaks the Huddle. He's done a lot of stuff, man. Justin Herbert, I formation, hands it off and goes nowhere. J.K. Dobbins, 0-yard run. No gain. I mean, Dobbins hasn't been able to do anything. J.K. Dobbins, 8 carries for 26 yards. 2.9 a carry average. Awful. It's not even like a diss to him. I just think the Texans defense is doing a great job. He's great and we love him, said Wingus. That's right. Shout out to Brand. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line. Herbert in the gun. Darius Davis in an orbit motion. Herbert wants to throw it downfield but doesn't like it. Checks it down to Davis after all. And he fumbled the ball. And he was able to dive back on it. If they would have lost that fumble, I think I would have left the room, Brand. I think I would have left the room. They had a shook up Texan on the field, but he's stayed upright. Meaning he jumped up. He's not getting looked at. It's Derek Stingley Jr. Oh gosh. He was shook up on that play, but he stayed in. That's big for the Texans. Keep an eye on that. 3rd and 6, Herbert in the gun, empty backfield. He's got 3 out wide to his left. He looks left, steps up, and he is suplexed. WWE with the sack. Holy smokes, dude. Justin Herbert got leveled by Autry. He can't do anything. Oh my gosh. Brand? It's getting bad.
I'm surprised.
For the Chargers.
There wasn't a roughing the passer there.
He didn't slam him on his head.
It looked bad.
The punt is up on 4th and 12. Fair catch called for by Scott at the 37. He walks up to the 39 and sets it down. I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, that just looked bad. That looked like it hurt.
Nefarious with the 2 said that was a statement sack. True. That was a big one. 3rd down. I mean, Herbert's he's been sacked 3 or 4 times in this game. Let me look. It says twice? I feel like he's been sacked more than twice. I guess it's only his 2nd sack. I feel like that was his 3rd. Oh, well. With that, C.J. Stroud and company are going to take the field at the 37. Hands it off to Mixon. Gets about a 5-yard gain. Mixon's been kind of cooking just within the past couple of drives here. Remember, Nixon, not Nixon, Mixon, he initially ran up to the 6-yard line before that hold, and then all the series of events that led to a 2nd and 40. Luzarelli with the membership. Appreciate you. Thank you. Marcus with the 2. Are we getting editor Troy for the Vikings game? I could ask him I don't think so. He's a diehard Vikings fan. He's going to want to watch it by himself. 42-yard line, CJ Stroud under center. Hands it off, and good Lord, Mixon lost 3 yards, 4 yards. Jefferson basically came off the edge, free runner and did not let Mixon go anywhere. This defense going up against KC's offense equals fun. Are we talking about the Texans defense or the Chargers? Cam Hart, shoulder, questionable to return. That's the cornerback for the Chargers. That garage beer hitting? It's 4%, so not really. 3rd and 9. Stroud gets the ball off with zeros left on the clock. Steps up in the pocket, checks it down to Nico, I believe, but they're going to be stopped short. 4th down. The Chargers were dumb to not bring Keenan Allen back. Yeah, I mean they shed some money by trading him. 4th down. 4th and 3. The Texans have to punt again. Tommy Townsend standing at the 30-yard line. And the punt is up in the air. Bounces out of bounds. Where do they spot it? Where do they mark it? Oh boy, not a great punt. 24-yard line. Yikes. Pepe said, Cole, aren't you Troy's boss? Make him an offer he can't refuse. We could stream it with Troy. Troy, I'll give you my house if you stream this game with me. You have to move to Kansas City. All right, Brand.
This is it.
Chargers ball at the 28. That's not a good punt by Townsend.
Almost to the end of the 3rd quarter here.
Yeah, this will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter if it's a completion or a run. You got Herbert in the gun. Ladd McConkey in motion from the right to the left. Herbert identifying pressure. 4 seconds left on the clock. Steps back, looks left, fires in the direction of Ladd, and it's picked off. It's a pick 6. He's at the 20, the 10. Oh, shoot! Wow. Touchdown Texans. Herbert playing like ass. This is insane. This is insane. Woo! Oh, shoot. He targeted Ladd McConkey. Murray said, no, thank you. Picked it off 38 yards to the house. Herbert has never won a playoff game for a reason. That's insane. That was a bad pass over the top of Ladd McConkey. Ladd McConkey tried to jump and snag it. Couldn't reel it in. Right to the DB, and Murray housed it. That is insane. Oh my gosh, dude. Fairbairn with the extra point. It's up and good, and it's going to be Texans 20, Chargers 6. That's big. That's a field goal. That's that. So we were saying, hey, it would be ideal for the Texans to come out of the half. Mm-hmm. It was off the hands of Ladd McConkey, by the way. Off the hands of Ladd McConkey. He tipped it. Man. So coming out of half, I said, hey, if the Texans score here, because I got 10 points right before the half. I said, if they score here, it's 17-6, 11-point game. That's ideal. Well, they didn't. They ended up getting a field goal eventually, but that pick 6, I mean, that's 20-6. It's a 13-point game. The end of the 3rd quarter. There's 13 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and the Chargers have scored 6 points. It's very well looking like it's Texans, Chiefs in the divisional right now.
You wouldn't think, looking at the score, that the Texans have turned the ball over as well almost as many times.
That's the craziest thing to me right now. 3 turnovers for the Texans. But that pick 6 turnover right there is massive. So the kickoff is up, and it's going to be a touchback. All right, so the Chargers are going to take the field again after a pick six. Troy at halftime report for the Vikings gang. We could try, Marcus. If I stream it, that is. I have to do a long-form Chiefs video that day, and then on Monday we'll probably recap some of the games over Wild Card Weekend. But yeah, we'll see. If Troy is willing, we can get him on there for at least a halftime if I stream it. Nefarious with a 10. My wife went out for her hair appointment when the game started. I'm still sitting in my car waiting. And another INT, pick six, just got texted. Who's the loon now? Nefarious, let's go. Herbert and company at the 30. They're going to hand it off to Gus Edwards, and he is bottled up for a gain of maybe 1. Holy smokes. End of third quarter. After that run. All right. End of third quarter. Holy smokes. All right, Brand. Let's get into this. Is it over?
Almost. One more quarter. I actually have to use the bathroom really quick.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. Bye. Jennifer with the gifted. Thank you. Marcus with the gifted. Back-to-back gifteds. Jeff with the 2. It's time to see if Herbert owns a cape. Down 13, man. I don't know. I don't really know, man. I mean, I'm never going to count the Chargers out completely. But you're down 13. If you want to win this game, if you're the Chargers, you need to score on this drive. I mean, it's basically no debate. You have to score a touchdown on this drive. You're down 13 points. You've scored 2 field goals. 2 field goals. Dude, Harry with the gifted as well. We had 3 gifteds. Zizo with the 250. Better to face the Texans, right? Who did you want? Yeah, I actually prefer the Texans over the Chargers. I do. I want the Texans in the divisional. That would be probably the most likely outcome, in my opinion. I like Texans over the Chargers. Chargers are a divisional opponent, and those always get weird. I understand the Chiefs have already won twice against the Chargers this year, but I would prefer the Texans. Are you streaming the Ravens game? I am. Chiefs, Joe, thanks for the 5. Yeah, we're going back-to-back. This game's going to get over at like 6:45 or whenever, and I'm going to hop off this stream, eat dinner real quick, and then go live. Yeah, we'll do it again. Hannah with the 5. D'Amico said Alshire being back in defense is huge for them because he plays physical and green dot leader on the field. D'Amico's calling a fire defense. Yeah, I mean, Justin Herbert right now is 10 for 24, 118 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Absolutely awful. CJ Stroud, 21 for 31, 277 yards, a touchdown, and an INT. I mean, Justin Herbert needs. I mean, this underdog pick'em's looking pretty good. We're close. Fairbairn has the points. Ladd McConkey has the yards. Dicker, the kicker, has the field goals. We need 75 yards from Herbert and less than 18.5 rushing attempts from Mixon, which I don't know. We might get more than that from Mixon because they're up. But 2nd and 8, Herbert is going to throw to Ladd McConkey for a first down here. They came back from commercial break, and basically Herbert was throwing the football. Gold Gamer with the 10. Do an impression of the people who cry about the refs in Chiefs games. It's not about the refs. It's the refs. It's just the refs. Freaking cry babies. That's what they sound like. That's what they look like. Losers, all of them. Herbert, play action, under center from I formation, chucks it, caught, 40-yard line. Ladd McConkey again. 19-yard strike from Herbert to Ladd, and this is what you need. If you want to win If you want to win this game, you got to just target your playmaker. Target him. Harry with the gifted. Marcus with the gifted. Let's go, man. Appreciate the heck out of y'all. 1st and 10 at the 39. Herbert in the gun, steps back, sidearm sling. Oh, it's picked off. He might house it again. He's at the 40. 30 makes a man miss. 20. Oh my God. Whoa, this game is crazy. They didn't score, but the Chargers are going home, ladies and gentlemen. Another pick, Brand. Another one.
I was about to say next time that with the way this is going, the Chargers could easily get 14 points if they just get some interceptions, but then they throw one.
I am shook. Someone in chat said you're having a blast. I love playoff football. People, like, some people they're like, you're cheering a little bit too hard for this team or that team. Like, dude, I am just cheering for fun football. Every primetime game. Like, I just love football, dude. The season's going to be over soon. Playoff football is freaking exciting. That was a crazy play. I thought he was going to house it again. The Texans are at the 13-yard line, and CJ Stroud is going to hand it off, and Mixon is going to get down to the 3. Maybe the 4. The Texans are going to win this game.
It's looking like it.
Uh-oh. We have a Texans lineman down on the field. He jumped up. The Texans O-line is already banged up, and this is why the Chiefs are such in a good spot when you get that first-round bye. Like, the Texans are going to come into... If the Texans win, and the Steelers don't win, and the Broncos don't win, the Texans are going to come into Arrowhead next week. Chiefs are going to be rested. 3 seconds on the play clock, and the play is blown dead before Stroud is able to hand it off. So the play got blown dead, but I don't really know what's going on. Crowd's booing. D'Amico Ryan shaking his head. Benjamin with the 2. Justin almost got his second touchdown of the game. Oh, man. They stopped the play because the clock was off by 3 seconds. That's weird. Nefarious with another dono bomb said Stroud would have a sophomore slump after losing Diggs and Dell. So much for that statement. He's right back where they were last year. Just crazy. Chargers officially chargered. I mean, CJ Stroud has had a down year, I think. It's been really rough for them. Yeah, he's down a couple playmakers. He had no Nico Collins for a big stretch of the season, too, with the hamstring injury. But, yeah, I mean, they're going to make it, looks like, to the divisional round. 2nd and 1 at the 4. CJ Stroud play action, and he's going to get sacked, though. He tried to roll left, got sacked and lost 10 yards, almost 9 yards maybe. That's pretty big. Like, the Texans should score a touchdown here, and that sack is going to probably cause them to kick another field goal. Wow.
He almost went Mahomes left-handed there.
Dude, he had it in his left hand. I thought he was going to throw. CJ Stroud was about to throw it there. Justin almost got his second touchdown of the game. That's insane on 2 pick sixes. 3rd and 9, 1 second on the play clock from the gun. Stroud gets the snap and throws it short of his target because of pressure. They're going to have to kick a field goal. They're going to have to kick a field goal. That's awful. That is awful for the Texans. I mean, awful in the sense of, like, you should have scored a touchdown there. But you're going to go up 23-6. That pick, though, from your defense, you should turn into a touchdown. 30-yard attempt here from Fairbairn. He should make this. It's left hash. See what happens here. Clean snap, good hold, good kick. So it's 23-6. 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. I mean, that I'm looking at the INT that happened. They just showed the replay before they cut the commercial break. It was thrown right into the hands, Brand, of Disley,
Yeah.
and he pulled a Kadarius Toney. I mean, legitimately just bounced out of his hands. Good throw by Herbert, and resulted in another pick, almost housed.
It's crazy. How many is that now for the whole
3.
game?
How many picks?
Just turnovers.
Well, a combined 4 interceptions thrown, but I think that's the 5th turnover of the game. 6th. 6 turnovers. Wow. 3 from each team. 3 from each team.
The difference is the Texans are capitalizing on them, at least with points.
Insane. Somebody said, Marcus said, what are your underdog picks for the next game? Here's the next game. This is what I got. So the picks for this next game, I've got Mark Andrews higher than 3.5 receptions, higher than 99.5 rushing and receiving yards for Derrick Henry. I feel like that should be a hit. Mark Andrews is going to be Lamar Jackson's number 1 target because Zay Flowers is out. I liked Najee Harris getting 29.5 rushing yards. I mean, he's done that in the last 4 of 5 games. And then Russell Wilson, higher than 14 rushing yards. I mean, he's done that 4 of the last 5. And it's a playoff game. So I think Russell Wilson will look to scramble a little bit more. For Lamar, I went with lower than 69.5 rushing yards. But it is the playoffs, and this one could come back to bite me. But I just think the Ravens could find themselves up in this game and Lamar not have to try to play hero ball. He has only done that 2 of the last 5 games. He will run more in the playoffs, but if what happens in this game, like if it goes down the way I don't think Lamar is going to have to run like that. I think you're going to be able to rest his body a little bit more in preparation for the divisional round of the game. So those are the 5 that I got. I shared them on a community post on my YouTube channel, Marcus, if you want to tail them. Brispy Grandpa with the 2. Are you reacting to Steelers Ravens? Yeah, we're going to go like live back to back. I'm going to have Brand and FLDB to help me with that one because I'm going to be going like 7 hours straight. But we are going back to back, yes. All right, we back in action. The kickoff is up, caught by Darius Davis, and kneeled down in the back of the end zone for a touchback. Chargers trailing. I mean, what are they even trailing by? 16. They're trailing by 17 points. Six picks with a pick 6. 6 turnovers, 4 interceptions with the pick 6. Crazy, huh? All right, here we go. Justin Herbert at the 30. Empty backfield. 3 to his left. 2 to his right, I believe. Yep. And he's going to get sacked immediately. Lost 10 yards. Will Anderson. He got to Herbert so fast, Herbert couldn't even blink. Oh my gosh. Unblocked, untouched. Herbert had no safety valve. Didn't see him coming in time because Herbert was looking left. Herbert started looking left. Will Anderson hit him from his right. It is now 2nd and 17. Herbert steps back and he is cremated. Another sack. Holy smokes. It is 3rd and 25? That's my guess. I just said he got cremated. Holy smokes. I've never used that one before. That's nuts. 3rd and 26, dude. Another complete implosion of the offensive line. Back to back. I mean, that's nothing that Herbert can do. 3rd and 26. Herbert in the gun. 3 to his right. 2 to his left. Fires. Caught by Ladd McConkey, and he sheds his tackle. Ladd McConkey, 30, 2010 touchdown Chargers! What a freaking game! Oh my God! Holy smokes! What is happening, dude? Oh! Brand, this is nuts, dude.
Like that. Wow.
That is poor coverage by the Texans.
Back-to-back sacks, and then
that is poor coverage by the Texans. How many yards was that?
He was close to the
86.
10. Yeah.
86-yard touchdown strike to Ladd McConkey. I hope you hit the higher on his passing yards, talking about Herbert and Ladd's, because mine just hit. The PAT got blocked.
Oh, no.
Dicker, the kicker, knocked it down. It's recovered by the Texans, and they're going to house it. What happens? They freaking housed it.
What is going on?
What is this game? They blocked the extra point. Dicker the kicker. I'm surprised. Is that not down? Dicker the kicker like grabbed it and spiked it.
I don't know.
I'm confused.
I've never really seen this.
Dicker the kicker. The extra point got blocked up into the air. Dicker the kicker spiked it. What is it? I think he thought that's going to down it, but it's a block, so you have to recover it. It's a 2-point touchdown.
All right.
I have seen it all. I have literally seen it all. What is this game? What the is this game? It is 25-12. Ladd McConkey, 86-yard touchdown. Absolutely insane. Little momentum for the Chargers. Still a tall ask. It was going to be a 10-point game with the make of that extra point. Instead, it was blocked. The Texans returned it for a 2-point touchdown. And now it's a 13-point game instead of a 10-point game. That's the difference on that one play of a field goal. Holy smokes! Ladies and gentlemen, the playoffs are here. What is going on? Huh. All right, let me see. Nefarious with the 5 said, Anderson said, sir, sit down. All we need is another fumble. My gosh. Chargers O-line has given up. Nefarious, again, after that said, this game. Thank you, Nefarious. Country with the 2. This can't be happening. LMAO. It's happening. Nefarious with the 2. Well, that's one way to make 2 points. That is unreal. Hannah with the 2. What is happening? Steelers getting hyped. I am trying to figure it out. Marcus with the 2. Chargers batteries are short-circuiting. Oh my gosh, man. I can't lose my voice on the first playoff game. I mean, I'm just having fun. This is the thing. Like, I just want to see some fun football in the wild card round. Like, don't be boring. Don't be a blowout. This game is kind of shaping up like it could be potentially a blowout, but it's been exciting. Like, all my picks hit. I just need under 18 rushing attempts from Mixon, and we're good. I need less than 5 rushing attempts from Mixon to hit this. Come on, Mixon. Don't let me down. But I'm not going to lie. I think the Texans are going to run the hell out of the ball. I don't think this is going to hit because of Mixon. Then my other pick, like, Mixon needs to lead the game in yards. And then Quentin Johnston needs just 29.5 yards. Like, that's all we need. Maybe Quentin Johnston can have a play. Can that happen? Lad McConkey has 188 yards receiving, dude, and they're going to lose this game. The kick is up, and it's going to be returned by the Texans left side and gets hit at the 25-yard line. Dude, we're going to have to go back-to-back in this game. I mean, there's still 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and it's 6:30. Will they start this game on Prime if this game isn't over? I don't know. We're going to have to go live back-to-back. That is insane. Dicker the kicker just didn't know the rules. You got to catch that ball, but he spiked it down and the Texans picked it up and housed it. CJ Stroud play action, targets Stover, and he gets about 5 or 6 yards there. I'm fine with this. Short passes to drain the clock. Don't hand it off to Mixon or hand it off to the other back. There's a reason it's called wild card. This is wild, Oinky. This 3-hour game is the Chiefs year in a nutshell, said James. Oh my gosh. Morgan with the 2 said, I'm lost. Hannah with the 2. Herbert the choker. Bo Nix mantra. We can win. Darrell with the 2. With this momentum, the Bills are going to lose. Hey, Cole, do we have an idea for a member stream? No idea, brother. Not yet. They're going to hand the ball off, and Mixon is going to carry the ball for 8 yards. I don't like a Mixon carry, dude. I don't like the Mixon carry. I need under 18.5 rushing attempts for Mixon, and it's not looking good. The reason why I went with that is I thought the Texans might be trailing in this game. I thought the Texans would be trailing, and I thought Mixon was not going to run the ball much. Blind Justice, LAC, what can we do to Charger an 86-yard touchdown? It was a 3-point swing after that, which is nuts. 1st and 10, 9 minutes and 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. CJ Stroud, under center, hands it off to Mixon, bounces outside, and he gets 7 yards. We're going to lose that pick-em because of these Mixon carries. Chargers are winning, said Shelby with the 5. The be involved in the least probable kicking play of the year. I can't believe Dicker, the kicker, didn't understand the special teams rules there. He thought if you spiked it, it would kill the play, but it was still a live ball. He needed to catch it. Insane. Nefarious with the 5. I literally was texted from 3 different group chats, 3 different people. What is this game? So much for dinner for you. Holy smokes. Yeah, I'm not going to eat. 45-yard line. CJ Stroud hands it off to Mixon again for 2 yards. This game has been crazy, ladies and gentlemen. We have 2,300 people in chat for a non-Chiefs game. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, they're going to run out the clock. I'm not going to hit that pick'em. He already has 17 rushing attempts. I mean, you're up 13. Why don't you give it to somebody else? Give it to the other back. Give it to the other running back. All right, they're going to hand it off to Mixon again. That's going to be his 18th carry. 1st down. So you hand it off to Mixon 3 straight times. Brand, what do you think?
Well, I'm sorry for your loss with that pick'em, but yeah,
can't hit them all.
They're just going to run.
Hit 4 or 5. Can't hit them all. I didn't think the Texans would be up like this.
Yeah, no, not at all.
So they're going to hand it off again. RIP to the pick'em dream. Mixon's going to get 2 yards down at the 45-yard line just across midfield. 2nd and 8, and the Texans are just now in kill the clock mode. They're in kill the clock mode. Harbaugh and company are going to go home. What a wild one. Mixon for the win. Chargers charging. I got my yards with Mixon. I should have went with yards. 2nd and 8. They hand it off to Mixon again. He is blown up for a 2-yard loss. You're looking at a 3rd and 10. But is it too little too late in your opinion, Brand? Like,
I mean, it looks that way, but we did see
6
the
minutes
Texans
left in the game. Down 13.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not
the Texans
impossible.
scored 10 points in the last minute and a half.
True.
Of the first half, so it's possible.
Dude, this game was nuts, man. Yeah, this game is insane. 6 straight runs, but on 3rd and 10, CJ Stroud scrambles left. He's got room. He's trying to run for the first down, and depending on the spot, he got 9 or 10 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
He thinks he got a first down, but I think he's short. He might be short. All right, I think FLDB just had me fix something. This should fix. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I need to do the same over here. I'm fixing something. They're going to check the spot. They're going to throw the red flag, and they're going to challenge it. He let the time get all the way down to 1 second and then threw the challenge flag so he could drain that clock. All right, so CJ Stroud scrambles. He's short. He's short by like a hair. I think it's a first down. Yeah, so they're going to challenge the ruling on the field. We'll see. But I think he... That's tough. The forearm looks over it. What do you guys think? Is that a first down? First down, said Mike. Spot was definitely bad. Schottenheimer coached the Chargers. What? Chargers charging. Herbert overrated AF. Thank you, Texans. Ha ha ha. Nefarious with the 5. Darian, thanks for the 5. Nefarious with the 5. And Harbaugh joins Schottenheimer, and they can't win a playoff game for the Chargers. Crazy, man. Yeah, Marty Schottenheimer. Ooh, the challenge did not stand. Schottenheimer coached for the Chargers from 2002 to 2006. It's the last team he coached for. So it's 4th down. If you're the Texans, you go for it. Go for it, dude. 4th and 1. Here they go. Here they go. You got to go for it, man. They're huddled up. Fourth and 1. CJ Stroud sneaks, gets it. First down. This is game. This is game over. Texans are going to win. I mean, it's not certified game over. 4:30 in the game. Chargers still have 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they got to get a stop here. 13-point game. Got to get a stop. Brand, is it over in your opinion?
I'm going to say yes, but I'm usually of the opinion, don't call it till it's 0-0.
Stroud hands it off. Mixon tries to bounce outside and stiff arms one man into the dirt, gets a first down and goes down inbounds on top of it. Mixon feasting.
Yeah, they can basically take this to the 2-minute.
Dude, game over, said Hannah with the 2. Herbert ain't no Mahomes. James House with the 2 said, can you imagine Madden calling this game? John Madden. Rest in peace. The Chargers call a timeout, by the way. This game is insane. One timeout. Yeah, are you doing the Baltimore game? Yes. Doing the Baltimore game, we're basically going to go back-to-back in these streams. KC with the 5, wild card game insanity. Chargers long pass +6, extra point spiked by kicker, straight to Texans for -2 the other way, +4 point net for the Chargers. Yeah, that was crazy. I had a lot of fun in that series. I freaked out with the Ladd touchdown. I freaked out with that. Oh my gosh. Oh, Mixon stepped out of bounds. They're saying Mixon went out of bounds.
Are they going to give the
timeout? So that kills the clock, and I think you get your timeout back. Yeah. Wow, so it stops the clock, and the Chargers get their timeout back. Okay. So they're watching it one more time. It looks like his foot slid out of bounds. They're saying it's in the air by that point. So it's a missed call. The broadcast disagrees with the call, said he did stay in bounds and his foot was up over the sideline. And it was the wrong call. It stops the clock again for the Chargers, and they got to save a timeout on top of that. Okay, James House, thanks so much for the membership, man. I appreciate you. KC, thanks again for the 5. James with the 2. Nefarious with the 10. Thank you, Nefarious. Thank you. Funny enough, the Chargers D is still not giving up more than 17 points in a game, and they lost with the Texans scoring 25. Number 1 defense beat by a bad offense. The pick 6 was a big one. And then another interception that almost went to the house that gave him another 3. That's 10 points there basically by your defense, which would have been 15. So the Chargers did call a timeout after that run. There was a run that went for 1 yard. Timeout called by the Chargers. So they've got 2 remaining now. 4 minutes left in this game. That Texans D was great tonight. Pause. Did a good job, for sure. Insane stat. Herbert threw 3 interceptions the whole season, and he has 3 in this game. Wow. 3 interceptions this season, and Herbert threw 3 INTs in this game. 2 seconds left on the play clock. I formation. Stroud hands it off. Mixon bounces outside. Gets back to the line of scrimmage plus maybe 2. It's going to set up 3rd down, and the Chargers are going to call their 2nd timeout. So the Chargers have 1 timeout remaining. Brad with the 5. You are more fun to watch a football game. More than the announcers. Brad, thanks so much for the 5. Let's go. Hey, man, I just love football. I grew up watching it. It's a blast. Obviously, I prefer the Chiefs to play, but this is non-stressful playoff football. Just enjoy the good plays. Enjoy pick sixes, 86-yard touchdowns from Ladd McConkey. Whatever it is, enjoy it. And this has been fun. I have been upset, meaning my prediction has been upset. I'm not upset that the Texans lost or are going to win. I thought the Chargers would win this game, but I would prefer the Texans to win to go to Arrowhead next week. It seems like a better matchup to me than the Chargers. With that being said, the Chargers are down 13. One timeout. The Texans have a 3rd and 9 at the 25. You need to stop them here, and it's going to be a handoff to Mixon. He's going to get 8. It's going to be 4th and 1. And the Chargers are going to have to call their last timeout. But here's the thing. The Texans could go for it. The Texans could go for it and ice this game, or they could kick a field goal and go up 16. I like going up 16, still a 2-score game. Do you go for it and ice it? Go for it? Yes, go for it. End it Lion style. 1 yard, go for it. Okay, everybody's saying go for it. Ron with the 21 months, thank you so much, man. Brad, thanks again for the 5 and the kind words. Hannah, James, Nefarious with the multiple dono bombs. Darian, oinky boinky. We'll be back immediately after this game. We're going to go live again and stream the Ravens-Steelers game. That game's at 7. So once this game is over, we're basically going to call it. Fourth and 1, under center. They hand it off to Mixon. First down, stiff arm, touchdown, game. Oh, no. Oh, no. The Chargers are going home. Mixon did him dirty. Ooh, he did him dirty. Wow. Mixon stiff arm, breaks one tackle, fights through contact, and crosses the plane for a touchdown. It is 31-12. 31-12. Absolutely insane. The PAT is up. Good. Man, Brand, this is game.
It's exact opposite of what I thought this would be.
I don't know why I need to... This thing is not refreshing. It's not updating what you're putting when I switch scenes. It is now. I bet it'll be fixed. Boom.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, what a game. In the weirdest
Crazy
ways.
game, man. Good for Mixon. Yeah, I mean, Mixon on the day. 25. I was wrong. 25 carries for 106 yards and a touchdown, 4.2 yards average. Nico Collins, 7 for 122. Ladd McConkey has 8 catches for 188. 8 catches for 188 yards.
But only 12 points to put on the board.
Yeah, I know.
For it.
Yeah, insane. Chargers losing means one prediction hit. Next, Bills. You think the Bills win or the Broncos win? Hannah, I can't remember what you said. Nefarious with the 5. Well, that's the most points the Chargers D has given up all season. 32 points now. Yeah, Nefarious. Crazy. The kickoff is up. Caught. Touchback. James with the 5. In between games, can we get a close-up of the helmet behind you? Or its history? It's got to be this helmet, right? The Tony G. It's a signed Tony G helmet. If you're talking about this one, signed Tony Gonzalez helmet. My wife got that for me for Christmas a couple years ago. This helmet, signed Isaiah Pacheco helmet. Says to Cole, Merry Christmas, which is a cool gift. 1st and 10 at the 30. Herbert in the gun. Trailing by infinity. Slings it. Middle of the field. Caught by Ladd McConkey for 9 yards. You got to go hurry up here. You're trailing by 20. You have 3.5 minutes left in this game and no timeouts. I mean, I don't know what you're going to do here if you're the Chargers. What are you actually supposed to do? Herbert throws. Quentin Johnston dropped another pass, dude. Quentin Johnston has dropped 3 or 4 passes today. Literal goose egg. I mean, he knew coverage was coming down. I think he got scared. But Quentin Johnston has been targeted 5 times, and he has 0 catches for 0 yards. Yikes, man. Herbert in the gun at the 39 on 3rd and 1. They're going to hand it off for a 4-yard run. Haskins with the carry. You're just trying to get the first down there. 3 minutes to go in this game. No, they only gave up 22 points. Oh, okay. 10 was from the offense and special teams. I did not typo. Oh, okay. Yeah, then you're right. Herbert gets hit as he threw on first down due to pressure, and they're going to say that's a fumble, and it gets kicked. The Texans dive on it. Is that a fumble? No, they're going to say it's incomplete. Chargers are charging. Exactly. Yeah, the ball was definitely moving forward. Okay, 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go in this game. 2nd and 10. I mean, the Chargers need an absolute act of God to win this game. 44-yard line. Herbert in the gun, steps back, has time, uncorks it deep down the right side, and it's picked off. Game over. Stingley, 4th interception. Derek Stingley Jr., that's it.
Wow. Not surprised.
He threw 4 picks today. 4 picks today, but 3 on the season. I'm going to double check that. That is insane. Justin Herbert, 2024 stats. He threw 3 interceptions in the regular season, but he threw 4 picks, right? Yeah. Unreal, dude. Well, we have a big upset. I did not think the Chargers were going to lose this game, and I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Nefarious with another dono bomb. 4 INTs, Stingley MVP of the game. There are no words. CJ Stroud is going to hand this off. And Damian Pierce gets about a yard. Yeah, if I go to the defensive stats, Derek Stingley Jr. has 2 interceptions. Crazy. Absolutely insane. So this is going to bring you down to the 2-minute warning. Game over. That is basically it. It's possible that we see Chiefs, Texans, divisional round at Arrowhead. So we got the 2-minute warning, and this is a 20-point game. Meanwhile, we have the Steelers and Ravens game about to start at 7 on Amazon Prime. We're going to, as soon as this game gets over, we're going to end this stream and then immediately flip to the next stream. I'm probably going to have, I know it's in 10 minutes. I'm probably at some point going to have Brandon FLDB call the game while I just eat for like 5 minutes. That's insane, dude. This game was wild. A lot of fun. Frauds at its finest.
Yeah, I did expect more from the Chargers, but
I expected more from the Chargers. I thought it would be a defensive slugfest. I mean, the defense would show up on both sides and force a slugfest. But here's the thing: when you're turning the ball over like you do, I mean, 4 turnovers for the Chargers and 3 for the Texans, but one of the turnovers for the Chargers was a pick 6. Right. That one was on Herbert, in my opinion. Like, if you want to say a couple of those others were flukes, the one that bounced out of Will Dissly's hands was like a Kadarius Toney style pick. That shouldn't have happened. Like, I get it. But I mean, four picks from Herbert is insane.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
No.
Not in playoffs.
Unreal.
You get one, and maybe you're okay.
Todd with the 2 had to join your channel. I love your content. Todd, thanks so much for the membership, man. Thanks so much for the 2-bomb. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. HBTC game time. Game time, baby. Technically, this was not an upset. Higher seed gets home field in the playoffs. I think it was an upset. It wasn't a technical upset. I think the Texans were favored by 3 or something. But it was an upset from my predictions. I didn't think the Chargers would win by a lot, but I thought they would win. So big upset just from my predictions. But yeah, the Texans were home. They were technically favored, I think it was between like 1.5 or 3.5 throughout this week. I don't know the final spread or
The
over underdog favorite, whatever. What is it called? Why am I just blanking? What is it called? It's not spread.
The over.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. They're going to hand it off again on 2nd and 8, and Dameon Pierce is going to carry it for 12 yards, and it's over. That's the game. Thanks again, Todd, for the 2. Nefarious with the 5. If you guys want to hang out during this Saturday night game on Prime, we're about to end this stream, and we're about to go live for the next game. Me, FLDB, and Brand will be kind of a trio. The line. FLDB. That's what it is. The line. Thank you, dude. Yeah. Sean Pierce in all caps.
The money line.
He's like, you're an idiot. They're going to kneel it out, and this is game over. With that, I'm going to end this stream, and we are going to get ready for Saturday night wild card football. Steelers and Ravens. If you guys want to join in on that, the stream is already prepared. I'm going to end this, and we're going to get it going. So I appreciate y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out. The Texans are most likely, barring any other crazy upsets, they're going to be playing the Chiefs at Arrowhead. We'll see what happens with the rest of these games. But that's what it's looking like at the moment. We're going to go live for Steelers and Ravens. If the Steelers upset the Ravens, it's Steelers and Chiefs at Arrowhead. Nefarious with the 2. Vegas got rich on this game. Oh, 1,000%. Hannah with the 5. Mahomes sending group text to team. Protect the football next week or I'll have VIDS trade you. Bills will lose to Broncos. Hannah predicts a Bills loss to the Broncos. All right.
That would be the biggest upset.
Well, thanks so much, everybody. I'll see you in the next stream. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go.
Go.